one thing is certain. It'll happen out of the blue.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, how you folks doing? Welcome to an unprecedented Monday Night Raw. We have never seen anything like this happen before in the WWE. Obviously, the world has just gone crazy. But we're live. We're ready to go. We're still covering Monday Night Raw here tonight, and I hope you guys are excited for the show. There is so much to talk about. Literally within the last 2 hours, news is broken regarding WrestleMania, regarding the Hall of Fame, regarding NXT TakeOver, and so very much more, everybody. Got so much to talk about, but let's just start things off right now because we got to jump into it, and I'm not even sure where to start other than with the Conman certified roll call. So who do we got in here today? We got Matthew Grantley, we got Sangus, we got Xavier Howe, Matthew Beno, how you doing, my friend? We got Sport Reactions, we got Raul Kapar, how you doing, buddy? We got MC Blackman, Waleed He-Jazz is in here. We got JJ Varner, Jesse Miles, how you doing, my friend? We got Steve Gibson Martins. We got ourselves Rebecca Helfretz. Welcome to the stream. Christian Vega, Mr. Tornicane, Marcus Ryan, JJ, Alexander Harbula, how you doing, my friend? We got the Convict, Peyton Cash up in here. Devins Lane, welcome to the stream. We got Oof Boy. Oh, nice little Oof Boy up in there. We also got ourselves M4T-Boy. All right, and King of Fate and Kings 167 along with Jason Dalton, Matthew Grantlin. You got two right there. JC Biden, how you doing, my friend? And everybody else in the live chat. It is truly great to have you guys here today. Invisible Like, thank you as well, my friend, for your $1 dono. Yes, and Raul Kapar, you are the new boss, my friend. You absolutely are. So yeah, so much to talk about. Literally, the wrestling world has been flipped upside down here within the last few minutes, and I do wish that I was going live a little bit earlier so that we can talk about it, but we got ourselves 3 hours of the show here today, and it is going to emanate live from the WWE Performance Center. That is going to go down, but no crowd, just like on Friday night. No live crowd here tonight either. It could be a really good show, could also be very weird. Nope, they're going to start off with a nice little Raw intro. So yeah, let's talk quickly about this before the show actually begins. Folks, if you have not heard, I am sorry to be the one to break the news to you, but I'm also not sorry because there's pros and there's cons to this going on. WrestleMania 36 this year, that was originally scheduled to take place on April 5th, 2020 in Tampa Bay, is no longer happening there. However, WrestleMania is not canceled. This is kind of crazy that they're going ahead with this. But just like on SmackDown this past Friday, just like tonight on Monday Night Raw, and just like you're going to see coming up this Wednesday on NXT, WWE will be holding WrestleMania at the Performance Center in front of 0 live fans. Here we are.
WWE's training facility, the WWE Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. However, due to the prevailing circumstances, there is no training here tonight. And while the empty seats reinforce that there is no audience, the WWE superstars are ready to perform for all of you.
Guys, that's all well and good, but Steve Austin is here tonight. Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's 316 Day.
I know you're excited. The Texas Rattlesnake will be here later tonight on Monday Night Raw. But first, I want to take us back to last week, the deeply personal rivalry between the Undertaker and AJ Styles.
All right, so we're going to get a nice little replay from last Monday Night Raw. We got ourselves a $5 dono from Jacob Toon as well. He says, had front row tickets, first time WrestleMania comes to my hometown, and it gets moved. Dude, my thoughts are with you. That sucks. Like, I would hate it to have tickets to go to WrestleMania and not be able to go because of this. I would hate it. I feel so bad for you, Jacob Toon. So sorry, my friend. Thanks for your $5 dono. I do appreciate it, though. But yeah, let's go back here to Monday Night Raw. We'll play this audio live for you guys in just a second.
Front row tickets, first time WrestleMania comes to my hometown, it gets moved, confused face.
To make that match official.
That's right. And batten down the hatches because Stone Cold Steve Austin is here live tonight. It's 316 Day.
And the Rated R superstar Edge is here live tonight on...
Uh-oh! Here we go, everybody! We're starting the show off with a little bit of a bang. We're gonna get a little Rated R superstar in here. It's Edge! Live in the Performance Center. Let's see how Edge does this here tonight. our superstar, Edge. This is my first WrestleMania, but yo, Vince, thanks for my 800 back. Buy a bunch of Coronas with it. There you go, Kevin Langoff. You got that right down pat there, my friend. Enjoy those Coronas. This feels so off. Feels so awkward, but again, here tonight, WWE putting on a show for us fans. Can't complain.
Strange few months for my wife, Beth, and I.
So here's
Let's
Edge.
roll the footage.
And we're going to get more of a little bit of a callback here to Monday Night Raw earlier. So this is just a video package replaying what has happened between Randy Orton and Edge. So, everybody, real quickly here, if you're just tuning into this show, massive, massive, massive developments in the wrestling world. Obviously, crazy stuff going on around the world, but there is some legitimate developments that have happened. And it is regarding WrestleMania. So as most of us were getting prepared for, we were getting prepared for WrestleMania to be canceled. I think every single person here was ready to get the announcement that WrestleMania was going to be canceled. However, WWE, being the ballsy performers that they are, have chosen to go on ahead with the show, but not as regularly scheduled, not as previously announced. It is going to be WrestleMania live from the Performance Center with no live crowd. Personally, first up, let's talk about the pros and cons here while we can, because first up, the first pro that comes to mind is we still get WrestleMania this year, which personally I'm very happy about. I can continue doing my job, I can continue to cover the show for you guys, and that's going to be good. The next pro that comes to my mind is this is a distraction. This is simply what fans are going to need during this time. We don't need a live show with live fans in order to enjoy wrestling and enjoy the show that we enjoy, right? We don't need that to be able to take our minds off of what's going on. As long as wrestling's on the TV, we are going to sit there and watch it and consume it and enjoy it. But what WrestleMania is doing is it's going to be that major distraction. It's going to be that live sports feel that everybody's going to be craving come April. Because what we're going through right now, both here in Canada and the United States, I don't even know how the rest of the world is truly doing because I don't get to see it on a daily basis, obviously. I know, obviously, Italy, Spain, all that is pretty scary right now. But WWE is still going to put on a live show here in North America. We'll keep talking about this throughout the night. Here's Edge again.
I mean, when your dad introduced me to this young, fresh-faced athlete 21 years ago, I just knew. I knew Randy. My gut was just telling me that everything.
Thanks, everybody.
Everything from that moment was going to change. Our paths, our careers were going to intertwine. Stealing the show for the Intercontinental Championship. Forming Rated RKO to destroy DX. I was proven right. All those roads, up and down all of those roads, exchanging stories. Finding out that we disliked the same people. Hell, we even owed the same man credit. Credit for pushing us to what our capabilities could be. That man's name is Mick Foley.
Oh.
See, Mick Foley, he wanted to push us, show us what we could do, hand the torch to us. Randy, we grabbed it. We
Thanks,
did.
Cloudy Grouchy Nights.
There was one lesson that I took from Mick that you didn't. You clearly did not take this lesson, and that lesson was grit. The grit that I needed to stand up after 9 years, after the neck surgeries, the wrist surgeries, after everything, to stand back up and come back here once again and compete at the Royal Rumble. See, we're a lot alike, but we have one major difference, and that's the fact that you're an entitled brat.
Oh!
Don't get me wrong. You are one of the best, maybe the best, to ever do this. I can't take that away from you. But you had all of this handed to you on a silver platter. When your dad brought you to that WWE live event, he handed you all of this, and it kills you.
Wow.
It makes you so jealous that a guy like me had to work for everything and got it. I didn't have it handed to me. Wow. I was raised by a single parent who broke her back to make sure that my visions, that my dreams could come true. And they did.
It's Edge right now, folks.
And it makes you jealous that at the Royal Rumble, I came back after 9 years and I threw you out. That's what this is really all about. This isn't love. You don't love me, Randy. You're jealous. You are jealous because you can't do what I do, and that tears you apart. So 2 weeks ago, Beth comes back to give a medical update on me. And what no one realizes, what you didn't realize, Randy, is that she was here to retire from me again.
What?
She didn't think it was fair that someone should be forced to retire from what they love, from what they are meant to do, not only once, but twice.
Wow.
But you just couldn't let her finish, could you, Randy? No, you couldn't let her finish what she was going to say. You talked about all those years that I pulled you out of holes, that I stopped you from making horrible decision after horrible decision. Randy, man, you pulled me out of a hole.
Oh.
A hole that you dug for me. You pulled me away from making a horrible decision.
This is great. This is literally great.
So, Randy, it's pretty simple now, man. At WrestleMania, if you got the guts, and I am looking at you, Randy, I am looking at you right now, if you got the guts, it's Edge versus Orton in a last man standing match.
Last man standing.
Randy, this is not a story that you dictate. This is not a story that you write. I write this story. And this story is not a tragedy, man. This is a redemptive story. And at WrestleMania, you won't stand back up.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Last man standing match between Edge and Randy Orton. WrestleMania in the Performance Center in front of 0 fans. Oh, hell yeah, everybody. I am pumped for that one. Edge was close to retiring again, apparently. No way. Jeez, man. All right, what else does Monday Night Raw have set in store for us here tonight? Because there's one thing for damn certain. Oh, my God. What is Becky Lynch driving? Oh, my God. What? No way. She's driving a last kicker, a transport truck. What in the world? Okay, that is cool. That is literally cool. Becky Lynch driving a last kicker with her face on the side with the man right there. Look at that truck. Okay, that's dope as hell. That is dope as hell. No way. Honks the horn. The man. Getting out of there. Looks like Becky Lynch has arrived, everybody. The last kicker is going to be here tonight. That's a cool-ass truck. Man, good job, WWE. I hope that that's a thing that we see more of in the future. Okay, so welcome, everybody, to the show. We got some donos to run through, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the ongoing situation. We're obviously going to be talking about it for most of the night. Is the whole WrestleMania Hall of Fame, NXT TakeOver, all of that bunch of changes here. Thanks for the kind words there, Domination, buddy. It's great to see ya. Hopefully you're staying safe as well, my friend. Okay, so let's roll this $5 dono first.
Soap, toilet paper, and other stuff sells out after a virus arrives, but that just proves people were not washing their hands enough anyway.
Yep. You're right. And then we got ourselves a $316 dono right here from Big Sam Hurd. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate that. Here you go, money talks. Here comes the money. A dollar, hey, a dollar. Thank you very, very much, my friend. I do appreciate it. And then we got ourselves a $5 dono from Natalie Rybanko saying they are making this very personal. That was about the Randy Orton and Edge segment right there. Actually, just Edge segment.
They are making this very personal.
Yes, they were, my friend. So yeah, tonight, talking about WrestleMania, most of the show. We'll obviously sprinkle in some talk of wrestling and storyline development and all that. But right now, the big thing, if you guys have not heard, is WrestleMania is not going to be happening in Tampa. It is not going to be happening in the Tampa Bay arena that they plan to go from, Raymond James Stadium. It is not going to go down then, but it will happen on the same day. It will happen at the same time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Not sure if there's a pre-show. And it will emanate from the Performance Center. Oh, yeah. There you go, folks. So, WWE officially going to be holding WrestleMania in the Performance Center, just like Monday Night Raw tonight, just like SmackDown on Friday, just like NXT this upcoming Wednesday. WrestleMania from the Performance Center, no fans in attendance. Crazy, right? So like I was saying beforehand, kind of the pros, we got ourselves a new boss, by the way, Hunter Hand, thank you very much, my friend. So the pros of this going down, okay, and there are pros. First pro is that we get WrestleMania. You know, people are going to be sitting here complaining about how they want it to be in front of a larger audience. It doesn't feel like WrestleMania without there being a live audience. That kind of takes away the purpose of Mania, because it's supposed to be for the international fans who are coming all around the world for this one great event. It's like our Super Bowl. How are you going to shove it in there? How it's not going to feel special? All that yada 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 yada. Okay. The thing at the end of the day is, this has been outside of WWE's control. This is not their first choice, right? Their first choice is not to go ahead with WrestleMania from the Performance Center in front of 0 fans. Think about this. WrestleMania paydays are off the charts, top and great. That comes from 80,000 plus people in attendance buying your merchandise, watching the show, plus pay-per-view buy rates, plus the network buy rate. That's how the superstars get paid. They get their WrestleMania paycheck. That right there, the gate, gone. It's not happening. That gate goes from 80,000 people to 0 like that. And at over $100 a ticket easily, probably closer to 200, 300, 400 bucks on average, they are losing a lot of money for this. So what that means is WWE is putting on a show that they are losing money for. Most likely. They might make a little bit. They're not going to make a ton. They are putting this show on for the fans. It is for us. It is for you. It is for me. It's for that casual wrestling fan that's out there. And it's for everybody who is quarantined at home basically throughout this horrendous time right now to give us something to watch. It's there for the fans, right? So, I understand the idea of why not just cancel and postpone it, but why not run it? Why not run it for the fans? Why not do something different? Why not have a fan service pay-per-view where they're literally saying, you know what, my friends, we get it. It sucks. You can't leave your house. We can't really either. The whole damn Royal Rumble? Oh my god, folks, we're going to get to watch the entire Royal Rumble here tonight. So I guess WWE's doing... So, one sec, okay? One sec. I do got to say something here, though. If WWE is going to struggle to put on a 3-hour show from Monday Night Raw right now, live from the PC, they might struggle to do a 7-8 hour show from WrestleMania. I'm just saying. I think we're going to get the entire Royal Rumble match here tonight. So I guess we can kind of talk and we can have a great little discussion here about all the news and all the stuff going on in the world because, well, just the world of wrestling, I should say, mostly. Yeah, but we're going to get the entire Royal Rumble match. They might struggle to fill the 7 hours of WrestleMania if they're going to struggle to do this here tonight. Also, everybody, really quickly here, we're also doing the draw for the new person into the Conman Universe today. So, that will go down here tonight as well. Make sure you guys are sticking around for that one. Let's talk some more positives that WWE is going to be alongside of WWE having the WrestleMania live from the Performance Center. Another positive to look at is that the performers themselves get to showcase their top-end performance in front of nobody. Can you just picture this? To get you to be invested into the show, they have to put on a great match. They gotta literally be able to suck you in to the program, right? They got to find ways to bring you all the way in, to buy into what it is that they are doing in that ring, to make you believe in it. And when you don't have fans going, 1, 2, oh, like counting along and all that, the story has to be damn near perfect. It's going to be a tough challenge for WWE. But here's the thing. And I think a lot of people do kind of forget about, is that 90% of the people on this roster here in 2020 has wrestled in front of 5 fans, 10 fans, 20 fans, 30 fans, 40 fans, right? They've done that. They've paid their dues in this business. In an odd way, WWE might honestly spin WrestleMania as like a back to our roots type of show. Back to just what makes wrestling, what is it about wrestling that makes us watch it? And here's the thing. If you are not able to sit through the entire WrestleMania with no crowd, and if you're not able to get enjoyment out of it, I've got some very unfortunate news that people aren't going to like to hear. Truck Dog, thanks for subscribing. And the unfortunate news is that if you're not excited even slightly to see what the performers can do in a empty arena for WrestleMania, if you're not excited to see what the product might be like and what the show might feel like, if you're not excited for that, I've got a tough thing to tell you, but you might not be a wrestling fan. You might not be a wrestling fan anymore, right? You could be slowly falling out of love with wrestling. Killa Kamo, thank you for subscribing. You could be slowly falling out of wrestling, and when you take away the audience, when you take away the live crowd, you might lose you might realize you're just not as much of a wrestling fan as you think of, right? And I'm not saying that's a guarantee, but that is some truth. If you're going to struggle to sit there and watch a WrestleMania that doesn't have a live crowd, you might not love the wrestling as much as you tell yourself, which is A-okay still. It's just a cool thing to kind of think about, right? But yeah, I'm excited for this show. It's going to be a cool back to our roots type of show. I'm personally excited for it. But there are definitely some negatives. There's no doubt about that. There's definitely some negatives to going in. I'm not going to sit there and say that this is going to be a perfect show. Let's get to a donation one sec here. So XVY Beat says, are they doing this because there can only be 10 people in a place? They don't have enough performers. Potentially. I'm not sure if there can only be 10 people in a place or if it was under 50, which was advised, I believe. I believe it's actually under 50, but WWE might be able to have some sort of way of bypassing that slightly. I don't really know if they're going to be able to. Here's also the other thing. If one wrestler gets COVID-19, right? If one wrestler catches this, the whole WWE could very well be shut down like that. It very well could be. Thank you so much, my friend, for all your support right there. Diamond Heart, thanks for subscribing as well. Welcome to the channel.
Are they doing this because there can only be 10 people in a place? They don't have enough performers.
All right, one sec. We're going to catch up on our Boss Battle Championship. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves a new boss, and her name is Natalie Rybanko. And I will get to your dono right there, Bradley. Sorry, my friend. Natalie. How do you spell Natalie again? Rybanko. There we go. Thank you, my friend. I do appreciate it. I don't think you've been a Boss Battle champion other than that. No, you have not. And then we got ourselves a Okay, good to know. I did not hear that, Justin Beverly. We got ourselves a $5 dono also from Hunter Hand. Says, you know, I'm mad, but honestly, I will be okay because the only reason I would be mad is because we already got our tickets. And that is absolutely fair. Stissy Station, thank you very much, my friend, for subscribing. Yes, that is absolutely fair. If you had tickets to go, and I know that there are some people here in this live chat that did have tickets to go to WrestleMania this year, I totally understand your disappointment, right? And that's also not to sit here and say that I don't understand anybody else who is disappointed.
You know I'm mad, but honestly,
personally, I'm disappointed as well.
The only reason I would be mad is we
like, there's no question.
Got our tickets.
There's no question it sucks, right? And I think that's the big thing right here. It just sucks. You know, it sucks that WrestleMania is being affected. It sucks that people are dying. It sucks that people are getting sick. It sucks that people are on lockdown. You know, it just sucks. It really does. But I would tell you this much. I would much rather be sitting here on a weekly basis on every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, plus WrestleMania, watching an empty seat arena in the Performance Center, as opposed to sitting here not watching wrestling. You know, WWE very easily could have just said, nah, we're done. We're done. We're not running any shows, guys. It's over. We'll see you in 2 months. Let us rewrite our storylines. We'll replace WrestleMania. We'll put it over there and yada, 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 yada. Right? Totally understand if that's WWE's take, but that wasn't their take. They decided to sit there and say, hey, we're gonna keep putting on shows. We're gonna keep putting our best foot forward to try to entertain our fans. Yeah, we're not gonna make money during this period. Yeah, it's going to be a relatively lesser important broadcast, but we are going to get across the fact that we are a performance company that does not give up on its fans, that does not stop airing their TV shows just because external circumstances are preventing them from doing so. They found a way around it, and I got to applaud WWE for finding a way to put on a great show, hopefully, for us. WrestleMania, we still get it, guys. Like, that's a big thing that we have to all remember during all of this. We still get our WrestleMania. It may not be the 80,000 seat arena. It may not be the best top tier show, but we still get Drew McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar. We still get Edge versus Randy Orton in a last man standing match. We still get all the other matches that are bound to go down. Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins. Guys, can you imagine how damn fun this actually could be? If you just take a moment, just take the idea of no fans being there and think about the fact that we are getting a WrestleMania on April 5th. We are still getting it. It's kind of exciting, guys. It really is. Here we go. We got ourselves a $5 dono. Thank you very much there, Kevin Langoff. He says, Conman, did you hear that Bray challenged Cena to a death match at Hooters? I did, but that was only if WrestleMania was not going on. So yeah, we're still going to get John Cena versus Bray Wyatt. Think about the Fiend's entrance in the Performance Center. Could be fun. Think about the damage that Randy Orton and Edge can do in an arena-less last man standing match. Like, are you kidding me? That is going to be incredible. Yeah, would it be better in front of fans? Absolutely. Absolutely. But
Conman, did you hear that Bray challenged Cena to a death match at Hooters?
I can't read your name, but apparently I'm not very funny. That's okay. Comedy is not the reason people watch me. Sure, I've got a couple jokes here and there, but for the most part, people listen to me because I commentate and talk about wrestling, not necessarily because I'm a comedic, because I am not a comedic. I actually don't mean to be funny 99% of the time. Sometimes just the way I say things comes across as funny, and I don't mean to do so whatsoever. Man, look at these $5 donos. Thank you, everybody. I do appreciate it. Hunter Ann rolling in with another $5. He says, I mean, at least we get to see the amazing attires in some way. Yeah, in some way. You know what? I'm just happy WWE is still going to, what was it? What was I going to say? Just hope WWE puts on a fun enough show for us to get through the times, right? That's all we really need to get. We just need some sort of thing to pass the time, and I think WWE is going to be the perfect pass time here for us. Thank you very much there, Hunter Hand. I do appreciate it.
I mean, at least we get to see the amazing attires in some way faced with tears of joy.
And the last dono before we do something else here. So Rock the Ice, how you doing, my friend? He says, no telling how long these lockdowns will end. So many storylines are tied up to part-timers. They need to get the belts off. There you go, Rock the Ice. You just found the solution. You're absolutely right. That is another reason. I didn't even think about it. That storyline direction-wise, they can't push these stories all the way till June. They can't. They can't push Goldberg as the champion all the way till June. He's a part-timer. You're damn right. You can't push Brock Lesnar all the way till June as the champion. I mean, you can, but it's set for McIntyre to take the title off him, right? Bradley Robinette says he donated again. He says, I want the empty arena matches. Imagine a con. Yeah, I read that, buddy.
Why are you doing this?
I read that, man. Thank you. I thanked you for it. Another $5 dono. So Rock the Ice, thank you, buddy.
No telling how long these lockdowns will end, and so many storylines are tied up to part-timers. They need to get the belts off Berg and Brock to move on.
Yeah. Hunter Hand says they don't need to make it any shorter than last year's because this is WrestleMania. We'll see. We'll see about that. I think WWE should look to make it a bit on the shorter end. As in, like, maybe an hour shorter. Put it down to like a 5.5 hour show sort of thing. It's going to be a long time. There's no doubt about that. It's going to be a long day for WrestleMania. And I think it's going to be entertaining at times, and it's going to be boring at times. I'm going to say that right now. It's not going to be perfect, right? There's no way it's going to be perfect. But
they don't need to make it any shorter than last year's BC. This is WrestleMania.
Wally D. Jazz says it needs to be at least 5 hours. I'll just make sure that your dono did run there, Bradley Robinette, but let me throw it in right now. Because you said a few times that it didn't run, so maybe I just didn't run it. I definitely saw it. And I think with that, folks, we're going to have a new boss up in here, aren't we? Yes, we do, ladies and gentlemen. We've got ourselves a new boss. His name is Hunter Hand. Thank you very much, my friend, for becoming a We've got ourselves, like I said, the new boss, and Hunter Hand has become a one-time boss battle champion. Thanks, buddy. Good to see you. And then we've also got ourselves a $10. Yeah, like, thanks for all the support, guys. I really do appreciate it. We're going to continue to run our shows here the entire time that this is all going down, so don't worry. All of the program that you normally see right here on this channel is not going anywhere. But yeah, let's see what Sideline has to say. Thank you, buddy. So, Sideline, what do you got? Oh. Amount must be greater than 0. I forgot to put the amount in. There we go. Let's roll our $10 dono. They should have showed us the Attitude Era. Do you agree with me, Conman? I understand what they're doing here. I totally understand what they're doing. They're showing pay-per-view quality matches for the build to WrestleMania, so you get the full story going in. If you happen to be a casual viewer tuning in tonight, you're not necessarily clicking away because it's a pay-per-view, and you're like, oh, that's kind of neat, so I'm going to watch the pay-per-view sort of deal. Yeah, it's not the worst idea, but it also, for people who have seen it, it makes you not want to sit there for the full show and watch it again if you would. It's also kind of fun to watch any Royal Rumble again, but when you're looking forward to Monday Night Raw, you don't really want that. It is what it is, though. Yeah, and GC says, yes, Raw has to fill time with old matches due to wrestlers choosing not to show up, and that is A-okay. So wrestlers choosing not to show up is completely there, right? And honestly, it's great that WWE has extended that olive branch out to wrestlers, because wrestlers sweat, they bleed, it's unsanitary in the ring when you're actually wrestling. So when a big old virus is going around, you don't necessarily want to be rolling around in other people's sweat. So I totally get it. Totally get it that they don't want to have too many matches on the show here tonight. Hopefully, as more of this settles down, and I hope it settles down, but hopefully as this all begins to settle down in the coming weeks, WWE will be able to get back onto more of a normalized show. Sangus M says it's unprofessional that they are not showing up. I 100% disagree with you there, my friend. It is not unprofessional if WWE wrestlers choose not to show up during the middle of a pandemic. No, it is not on them to have to go in the ring and wrestle for us. It's not. Their health and well-being and their safety is just as important as yours and as mine and as your mother's and as your grandparents and all that, right? Every person's life matters during all this. So it's completely up to them if they want to go continue their practice. If they choose to not want to do it, that is up to them. If they choose to want to do it, that is up to them. We will respect the people who want to do it, and we should respect the people who don't wish to do it. Because I can tell you right now, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go around, roll around in other people's sweat in the middle of the ring and have to put on a performance in front of 0 people and and potentially risk getting really sick. No, I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that at all, right? So why would you force that on another wrestler? If they want to do it, by all means. If they want to be a part of that performance and go out there and try to steal the show and put on an entertaining show in front of 0 people for the live audience watching at home, hell yeah, why not? But if they choose to stay, if they choose to not want to wrestle, there should be 0 ill feelings towards those wrestlers. 0. Gamers Corner Universe says, it seems a little weird that they are playing the whole Rumble match. I do agree. It's a little weird. Yep. Shane Houston, how you doing, my friend? He says, hey, Con, remember how you went on that rant about a disqualification in Hell in a Cell? I sure do, my friend. And the sideline says, did you answer my donation? No, I didn't. Didn't answer it. Totally read it. Got going on something else. Let me go back to it. He says, how are you tonight? I'm pretty good. Excited for tonight. Would you want to see The Fiend win Money in the Bank? And would you like to see Money in the Bank back at WrestleMania? Do I want to see The Fiend win Money in the Bank? It could be fun, but I don't think so. It could be fun, though. I wouldn't hate it, but I wouldn't love it. Would I like to see Money in the Bank back at WrestleMania? Personally, I love the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. I think it's a very fun pay-per-view overall, and as a result, I'd be A-okay. Be A-okay with not moving the Money in the Bank to WrestleMania. Sorry, I just kind of lost my train of thought right there. We got ourselves a $2 dono from Lou Dog. He says, going to binge the CMU tomorrow. Good idea, my friend. And if you guys have not already checked out the Conman Universe, what are you doing? There's so much content on this channel for you to check out. You might as well click on the playlist that is available right on my channel and just binge watch the CMU. So much great action there, guys. It doesn't matter really what episode you start on. I do recommend at least going 50 episodes back and binge watching through there. If you go back 50, you're not going to catch every storyline, but you're going to have a good sense of the storylines moving forward. Basically, the last 50 to 75 episodes have been really well done, so make sure you guys check those out, okay? Shane Houston says, what are your thoughts about the rumor of John Cena winning the Intercontinental Championship after losing to The Fiend? I never heard those. That's interesting. That's different. John Cena is the IC champion. Cena versus Sammy after Mania? Maybe. That could be fun. I don't like the idea of John Cena winning the title, but I like the idea of him going after it. What's being televised right now? Right now we got the Royal Rumble going on. So we got Kofi Kingston in the ring with Brock Lesnar right there. Unbroken says, if they're smart, start filming documentary stuff on how wrestlers are coping and use it as filler during WrestleMania to make it engaging. Maybe that's not the worst idea I've ever heard. Steve Taylor says, SummerSlam is trending. People are asking for them to cancel SummerSlam and do Mania in the summer. So, here's the big thing right there, folks. You gotta remember this, okay? Rescheduling events like that are not simple. It is not so much of just change the name of this pay-per-view to this, change this to here, this is going to be WrestleMania now. No, they've got a brand to keep up with, right? They've got official partners for SummerSlam. They've got official business with SummerSlam. They've got promotional markets, or they've got promotional stuff out there all ready for SummerSlam. There is a lot more than just straight up cancel and move to the other show. The other thing that you have to remember is SummerSlam is the second biggest show of the year for WWE. They might not want to just lose SummerSlam. They might not want to lose this big old stadium show. You know, they might not want to lose the traction and lose their storylines by canceling the event. There's so many factors there, and like, yeah, I understand that there could be a really, really good opportunity for them to cancel WWE's WrestleMania straight up and move it to the SummerSlam. That seems, yeah, like not the worst idea in the world, but there is so many other things to consider when doing that. There's so much more going on than just straight up, hey, let's move WrestleMania to SummerSlam. It doesn't just work like that anymore, unfortunately. You say they don't want to lose a dime. There's no question about it. WWE is losing a ton of money during this whole thing. Every business is. Even my business is going to lose money. Even Becca, who's a supply teacher, is losing money. Everybody's going to be losing money while this is going on. That's one thing. It's how WWE responds to that loss of money. Are they going to panic, or are they just going to say, okay, we understand. We're just going to ride this out. We've got the Performance Center. We're fine. Like, that Performance Center has turned to become one of the best investments WWE has ever done. Like, it's not even close. It might be the best investment WWE has ever done. But still, WWE is looking to make money, and they are looking to not lose as much as they have to. So they got to keep providing their TV shows, and I don't think moving Mania to the summer is the best way to go about it. My honest opinion. I think WWE is on the right direction with the Performance Center. It does give it that must-feel see in a weird way. It's so different than everything, and in a very odd way, it's fitting that it's WrestleMania. It's fitting. It's very fitting. And you know what's really funny? Is that WWE has found... You know what? Oh my god, guys, I cracked the code. I know why WWE is choosing to hold this from the Performance Center. You guys ready? Here's the reason why WWE is holding it from the Performance Center. Because no one will be able to boo Roman Reigns. There you go. Code is cracked. We see right through Vince McMahon. That's why he wants it from the Performance Center. Nobody to boo Roman Reigns when he wins the title. That's what it is, isn't it? That's what it is. We cracked the code, folks. We figured it out. Oh, look at it this way. Let's see how many of the same people complain when AEW Dynamite shows a match from Double or Nothing. You got a point there, my friend.
Because I'm not sure that we're related.
That's exactly the reason. Oh, my. All right, everybody, we're just going to roll a couple ads right now while we are still watching the Royal Rumble match. No way. So we're almost the first hour into the show. This is going to be a long 3 hours. Caleb Farber says, I said the same thing about Roman last week, so I beat you to it. Darn. Let's kind of go through Twitter real quick, everybody. We haven't really focused on Twitter tonight. Undisputed Season says, do you think Michael Cole is a shit commentator? No, I do not. I think he's actually quite talented, quite good at his job, and he doesn't get enough credit for what he does. Cedric Ruffin says, this is bullshit. Obviously not a fan of WrestleMania going to the Performance Center. All right. Charlie T, thank you very much for following me over on Twitter. What is this? Sub-Zero says, no telling how long these lockdowns will end. So many storylines are tied up to part-timers. They need to get the belts off Goldberg and Brock to move forward. We had a very similar dono that said that. That might be him as well. Very interesting.
This is going to be interesting. Yeah, the man who we always say pound for pound is more
Isaac Boateng, how you doing, my friend? He says, okay, what about the future of the company? Do you think Vince McMahon, what do I think Vince McMahon will do to the company? Revolution, thanks for subscribing, my friend. I do appreciate it. What do you mean, what do I think Vince McMahon will do to the company? I don't think there's really anything that he can do right now in terms of much more than what he's already done. You know, like, the only option that he has at this point would be to straight up cancel it altogether. Like, either move it to the summer like people are asking for, but I'm actually okay with it going into the Performance Center for WrestleMania. You know, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, Johan, it is absolutely confirmed as of right now, my friends. And I would love to talk a little bit about wrestling, but Brock Lesnar is just dominating the Royal Rumble once again. The officials in Tampa Bay will not allow them to have it there with the crowd, period. Yep. They should have just postponed it. Vince is just being petty. Please, guys, I don't want you to look at it that way. All right? I don't want wrestling fans to take this as a time to complain and bitch and moan about wrestling. It's not the time to do so. I understand that people are disappointed that WrestleMania is not going to be WrestleMania. But we still freaking get it. We still get the show. We still get to sit down for our day, for our WrestleMania weekend, and we still get to enjoy it. Still get to come here in the live chat, still get to talk with everybody. We can bitch and moan about the show then, but let's not bitch and moan about the fact that we are getting a live show when everything else in the world is getting canceled. Like, think about that, guys, okay? Hockey, baseball, basketball, everything. Football with the XFL, it's done. You can't watch it. It's not coming back. They're not showing their stuff in front of the live crowd that has no audience, right? This is a big issue in the world, and WWE is finding a way to continue to give us entertainment multiple times a week. Not just once, not just twice, but 3 times guaranteed a week. NXT, Raw, and SmackDown. Plus, they're going to continue to hold WrestleMania. Come on. Right? Yeah, that's a great one right there. Kai Cunnington says, if they canceled it, you all would be moaning about the fact that they canceled it. Yeah. That's exactly true. It would suck. Tingerland says, in these circumstances, they could make 2 hours instead of making us watch the Royal Rumble. They could, except for they have TV deals and TV time to air. WWE is not going to lose the hour of revenue generated by Monday Night Raw and the ads just because they don't have necessarily a full 3 hours to air. So what they're doing is they're taking pay-per-view matches and putting them on the show right here. They did with the Elimination Chamber on Friday. They're doing it with the Royal Rumble here today. Makes sense. You know, I bet you, here's the thing. I bet you there is a lot of people out there who are tuning into Monday Night Raw who don't, think about this, okay, who don't normally watch the show because there's nothing else on TV. There's nothing else on TV. There might be your regular shows that have been taped, but there's nothing live. There's no sports. Just nothing. So they're tuning in to Raw tonight. They're like, all right, well, nothing else is on. Let's watch this. And imagine you're tuning in for the first time watching WWE in, like, I don't know, 10 years, let's say. Maybe it's been a whole decade since you turned WWE on. And you are tuning into Raw tonight, and you are seeing Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble, and you're watching Shinsuke Nakamura fight Brock Lesnar, and you're kind of like, oh, okay. And Steve Austin is on the show tonight? Okay, well, maybe I'm going to keep watching, you know, over the next few weeks while there's nothing else on TV. Maybe I'm going to do that. This is literally a much bigger opportunity for wrestling than I think people are realizing. This is a... in a weird way, great promotional tactic by WWE. It's a great way to get, I mean, literally 30 people on TV for an audience that, generally speaking, isn't all that up to date with WWE. So they're throwing 30 superstars out there, and guess what? When we're watching this, people are going to see Brock Lesnar and look at Brock Lesnar for the first, 16 eliminations or 14 eliminations until Drew McIntyre comes down, and they're going to literally be like, oh my God, Brock Lesnar's a freaking mammoth. But they're going to be introduced to people like Matt Riddle. They're going to be introduced to Keith Lee. You know, there's going to be some great moments for those people. They get reintroduced to MVP, who are just tuning in for the show for the first time. And who knows how long, right? Not saying it's the best thing for fans who are already there watching the show week in and week out. Personally, I personally wish that there was some other matches going on, or I wish that there's some pay-per-view matches from the past, like maybe last year's WrestleMania that we haven't seen in a while, that were being aired here today. But I'm not going to complain about it because we could be watching nothing. Victor Allen Jones, how you doing, my friend? He says they can't have under 50 fans in the Performance Center. No, because you got to remember this. It's 50 people, not people in the audience. And as a result, WWE with their Battle Royal alone has 30 people. you know, or like multiple people. So it's tough to have any live fans there. And also, you got to remember, you don't want to be known as the company that spread it to 40 people because they were too stupid to cancel the live viewing for the fans, right? It's got to look at it with a double-edged sword, right? If WWE decides to go ahead and decides to hold a show with 49 people just because the law says 50, well, if there is an outbreak during those 49 people, it's on WWE's end. And then they risk the performers getting sick, and then things get really nasty there. Here we go. It's Undisputed Season, long tweet. So he says, I do really think once Triple H leaves WWE, that Andrade and Adam Cole will be big, great matches. Would be put on a lot of the time. Keith Lee being IC champion, man. FAEW, the only good person is Orange Cassidy and MJF. I'm now talking bollocks. That's a take. That's a take on Twitter. Is it a good one? Not really. Justice Warner, how you doing, my friend? Thank you very much for your $1 dono. I do appreciate it. Yes, I do appreciate it there. Justice, thank you, my friend. Dude, what's my problem? What do you mean, what's my problem? I don't have a problem. And also, everybody, if you are one of the many people that are saying this is so boring, then I got something to tell you. Just don't watch the show tonight. Oh, not me. Okay, my friend. Good. Yeah, just if that's not entertaining you, you don't have to watch, right? But you also should not sit here and complain about the fact that you are sitting here watching a replay. You know, I don't hate it. I don't love it. Yeah. What's next for Brock Lesnar if he loses to the title or the title at Mania? Good question. Very, very good question. I don't know what would be next for Brock Lesnar. He's really done it all at this point in his career. He's beaten Undertaker. He's become the champion of both brands. He's been involved in the swap. He's main evented WrestleMania. He's faced Goldberg. Like, he's had a program with Goldberg. There's only really three programs, I should say, left here in the WWE for Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar versus Keith Lee. Brock Lesnar, obviously with Drew McIntyre right now, that's going to be a big one. Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar versus Fiend would be really cool. But you know what? He's coming to the point now where there's not a lot left that is new and fresh for him. Right? He is definitely a intriguing performer that you can put him against anybody. Yeah, Matt Riddle was also another one I was going to get to. And Lesnar versus Lashley was the other one that I was going to do. Anyways, Brock Lesnar is at the point in his career where he is incredibly over. And his matches are top tier. And he is getting people over by just sharing the ring with him. That is where Brock Lesnar is at. So I think we need to take a look at that Brock Lesnar and say about Brock Lesnar, he needs to move back just a half step, and he needs to do a few more jobs because he's getting up there in his age, right? And I know the big thing is if you protect Brock Lesnar, his draw is massive. He is going to be able to draw money for the company. But if you're able to build up another star on the coattails of Brock Lesnar to make you more money in the future, then you're going to start making your next big cash cow. And Lesnar has the star power to get someone over. Is that man Drew McIntyre? Is McIntyre the guy who is going to take WWE into the next 5 years plus? Tough to say right now. Mania is going to tell us a lot. If he is able to get a great match out of Brock with the size that he is, and also able to tell a great story in front of zero fans and able to make that title win mean something, then man, I think that you are on a roll and you got a megastar in the making. If he fails, if he, one, loses the title, or two, does not put on a top tier performance and Vince McMahon loses faith in him, he might not be the guy. But I'm excited to say the least. Who would you want to win the title from McIntyre after Mania? Oh man, now we're going way far here. I don't know. Take the title from McIntyre. I'm not even past the point where he is champion yet. You know, like that's something kind of on the back of my mind right now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who I would put Drew McIntyre up against for the title. I don't know. Like, here's the thing. Can I be honest with you guys right now? WWE has a lot of fresh talent, and they've got a lot of good talent at their fingertips. But the issue is that NXT is on TV now. And WWE can't pull into their magic bag of tricks anymore and just say, okay, when we need a new program, we're going to call this person up. We're going to just pry this person up here. We're going to take this person, bring them all the way up. There now needs to be a plan in place for those superstars to come all the way up to the main roster. There needs to be a plan to take a title off of them if they hold on to the title down in NXT. There needs to be a plan to move them up, finish out their feud in NXT, and all of a sudden you're looking at a 4-5 month buffer time in between call-ups. When Vince McMahon looks down there in NXT and says, I want this person, Triple H says, okay, I need this much time to write them out of storylines. Could be 5 months. Who knows? Could be a week. Could be 5 months. So you got people like Keith Lee, who is oozing out charisma, but WWE doesn't want to pry him off of NXT because he's what's making their mid-card scene very, very entertaining at the moment. You don't want to pry up Matt Riddle because he's your current tag team champion. The tag team division is weak as hell. He got over with the Broserweights, so you're not going to pry him up right now. Adam Cole killing it as the NXT champion. Can't really pry him up right now. You just sent Finn Balor down there. You've lost Charlotte Flair down there for a little bit, and if she wins the NXT title, she's going to be down there in NXT for a while. So it's difficult for WWE to just reach into their magic bag of tricks as soon as somebody is getting over and say, okay, get over on the main roster. They now have to really plan things out, which is good and bad. You know, in the WWE, it's all about taking advantage of the moment when you have it. You don't want to miss your moment. Think about it. With Kofi Kingston, his moment came because Ali got taken out of the Elimination Chamber, and that went on to create Kofi Mania. You know, that's a tough thing to will into existence. That's a tough thing to write. Sometimes you just need the right amount of luck and to hit the ground running when something starts to take off.
How do you tell the story of a family?
If I died, there'd be this group of guys to help.
Do I think they should bring back CM Punk?
Council of Dads.
Council of Dads. Special premiere event. Tuesday, March 24th.
I mean, I'm not going to say no, they shouldn't. I'm also not going to say, yeah, they need to bring back CM Punk. It would be fun. Seth Rollins versus Punk. Hell yeah. Why not? Punk versus literally anybody in the WWE right now would be fun to see and would make it must see. Punk versus Andrade. Oh my god, yes please. But is it needed? No. Would it be nice to see? Yeah. Is Punk kind of over the hill? Yeah. Can he still talk? Yeah, he can. Would he be able to go in the ring? Probably a little bit. Not crazy like he used to be able to. Would he get a good match out of him? Yeah, probably. Would it draw? Yeah, it would. So yeah, there's business advantages there to bringing back CM Punk. The fans would go insane, and I think, you know what, I'd be fine with it.
Good point, Rex.
Be fine with it, but I'm not going to sit here and say it needs to happen, right? Do I still have Discord? Yes, I do, my friend. The Discord server is down in the description below. They just announced the Hall of Fame and NXT TakeOver have been canceled. Yeah, I think you're right here, my friend. They announced it earlier, but I'm not sure if it's just even more official and Fightful or whatever. So yeah, the announcement right here is the WWE Hall of Fame ceremony and NXT TakeOver will not take place as previously scheduled. We will share further details as they become available. So let's go over to Twitter here, folks, for a second. Let's just see this right now.
Pushed the hell out of each other. It was crazy.
If you have it in you, reach up and damn it, take it. Ruthless aggression.
Oh my God, I didn't catch on to this earlier. WWE announcing a last man standing match in the middle of a pandemic is so WWE. That really is. There's John Pollock dropping the WrestleMania news. So give me a second here. In coordination with our local partners and government officials, WrestleMania and all related events in Tampa Bay will not take place. However, WrestleMania will still stream live on Sunday, April 5th at 7 p.m. Eastern on WWE Network and available on pay-per-view. Only essential personnel will be on the closed set at WWE's training facility in Orlando, Florida to produce WrestleMania. That is what that is. All right. Oh, thank you, my friend. I didn't see the $20 donut. Kevin Langoff dropping the 20 bomb up in here. He says, I'm developing a wrestling social network. Think of Facebook for wrestling fans. Instead of posts, I want to have promos that people can like. You can challenge someone in a promo. More to come. Kevin Langoff, hit me up on my email there, my friend. If you've got, if we want to figure something out there, my friend. Could be interesting. Yeah, hit me up on my email if you want to work together a little bit on that. That might be a cool thing to get promoting in our community here, to be quite honest. Could be really fun. Could be really fun for this community. Yeah, let me know, man. $20 dono, thank you very much. That's glorious. Now I'm giving till I'm victorious. And I will defend,
I am developing a wrestling social network. Think of Facebook for wrestling fans. Instead of posts, I want to have promos that people can like. You can challenge someone in a promo. More to come.
Absolutely there, Kevin Langoff. Yeah, man. Like I said, I don't necessarily know what we would do with it, but I'd like to hear your ideas if you would like to have a place to kind of have some beta testers. I'm sure the Conman community would like to help out you. I'm doing pretty good there, Casey Rose. Thank you very much. But ladies and gentlemen, it is now 9 o'clock. We are at our official second hour of the show. And we are going to start off the second hour with a very, very cool moment right here, because we are doing the draw for the next character in the Conman Universe. So everybody, if you are not aware of what the Conman Universe is, it is our WWE 2K19 simulation series. We take people in the live chat. We have characters for them. You get storylines, you win championships, you lose them, you do promos, all that great stuff. It is so much fun to watch. I highly recommend it, folks. But here's the thing. You can also be a part of the series. That's it. You can be a part of the series. Click on that join button down below. If you become a $5 member, you get access to this draw once a month. We pick one name from the $5 members club. They get into the series. But if you want to skip the draw entirely, you can become a part of Legends Row and get a character right there. So here we go, everyone. It is time for the draw. Who is going to be the newest member in the Conman Universe? Let's go. Who we got? Who we got? It's the Sideline. Oh, yeah. Sideline, there you go, my friend. You are the newest member in the Conman Universe. Welcome, baby. Welcome to the club. The Sideline. The Sideline. There you go, everybody. Pretty big stuff right there. Everybody shoot a congratulations off to Sideline. Congrats, buddy. So yeah, really quickly though, everybody in the Conman Universe, we've got a long wait time right now. I'm really hoping that after WrestleMania, we're going to be able to get everybody debuted, because right now it's kind of difficult to find storylines for you guys. But we got Christian Vega, White Wolf Gaming, Primitive Lifeways, Jacob Toon, Jesus Christ, Larry Polonetsky, and the Sideline, all due for a character now in the Conman Universe. My list is growing and growing and growing and growing and growing, but I will get you guys on there as soon as possible. We haven't had the Raw headline in years, I feel like. We haven't had the Raw headline in years? Sorry, what do you mean there, bud? Hey Con, it's been 1 week since I lost my rabbit. Any tips after losing a pet? Not really. I've never been through a true loss of a pet. Like I've had pets die, but like I've had hamsters die, I've had fish die, and I actually had cockatiels for a little bit. A little bird in my room for a bit, that one died, and then we actually had to give up our other 2 birds that we had after that one died because we got a dog after that. Anyways, I've never lost an animal. I've never seen it go away, right? We had the bird fly out of our house once and we lost it overnight, and somehow we found the bird the next day or something like that. But like I don't really have any advice for you, my friend. All I can say is hopefully you can find your pet there. Hey, I'm thinking about you, my friend. Roberta Pantaleo says, is the show starting? Yes, it started, my friend. We have been watching the Royal Rumble now for what seems like almost 30 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that. Not entirely sure. I do need a con dog. Oh my god, we want a dog so bad. Oh, we want a dog so bad. But unfortunately, we're not able to, 1, afford a dog right at the very moment. 2, this place that we live in at the moment does not allow pets, so that wouldn't be good. And 3, we can't afford it again. You know, that whole money thing. I know 2 of them were about affording, but hey, you know, you got to be able to afford a dog. G-Dub85, how you doing, my friend? He says, just checking in. What's going on? Did Austin come out yet? No, Austin will be here later. I bet you he's going to be around the main event or around the 10 o'clock hour, whatever they got to do. I don't know how they plan on filling the rest of the show, but I hope it's not with another previous pay-per-view wrestling match. And if that is the case, guys, if this is how the shows are going to be over the next little bit, we are going to modify this show right here, and we are going to modify so that we can actually take live calls, okay? If this is how the WWE Performance Center shows are going to go for the next, like, let's say 2 months, I'll bring back Discord live calls just for the time being so that we have stuff to talk about, so that we can kind of take your guys' live calls and bring a different aspect to the show, okay? That is if WWE continues to go ahead with this style of show, if they continue to show like a 45-minute segment of a match from a previous pay-per-view. There's no need to truly sit there and cover every single second of it. So that's kind of what we will do to combat and offset it, just to give this show a different feel if we need to do that, okay?
It's 11 a.m.
Boom. Just do that idea no matter what. That's a fun idea. Well, it's a fun idea, but it also is, it's not the easiest thing to make work all the time. There are some issues trying to pull live callers in, trying to make sure people's microphones are working, all that stuff. All the issues that we had with doing the review shows beforehand would come back into play during this. But it's definitely not the worst idea that I've come up with. It's my quote-unquote contingency plan if WWE continues to produce shows like this. As of right now, we're just going to continue to wait and get a feel for how the show. If they're showing another segment, if like they show the Women's Royal Rumble here tonight as well, we might jump into live calls just to, like I said, bring a different spin to this show. But we'll see. We'll see what ends up going on. Yoran Harbinson says, Golden Bullet, AEW announced that their show will actually be watchable by next year. Yeah, their show's watchable right now as well. I mean, think about it. There is no place where wrestling fans can have their own profiles with their favorite wrestlers' matches and a way for fans to vote on matches where data can be tracked and saved. You're right, man. There's a need for that. There's a need for that. Lil Eddie, how you doing, my friend? He says, Con, why don't you stream after shows anymore? Main reason was I found that I was repeating myself a lot of the time. I found that a lot of the things that I was saying during the actual show, during my live stream, live reaction, live stream show that I produce every single week, I found that I was repeating myself most of the time during those review shows. I didn't really add any additional content to it. I was most of the time just reading results from online and giving my thoughts that I've already talked about in depth for 20 minutes. Mike Latoris, thank you for subscribing. It's different when I was talking about it in like a full length
this program is aggressive in nature
podcast with Bob, because we gave our thoughts in depth there and we had a little discussion going back and forth. But now what I found with the review shows is that not only was I rehashing what it was I was talking about, but 9 times out of 10 you would get callers talking about the exact same thing, and it would be an hour of focusing on one tiny little segment, and you're like, hey, there's 3 hours of a show to cover here, ask some other questions. Oh no, they asked this one. Well, now I gotta let them run off with this. We have already answered this question. And it just became not a good show in my opinion. I know some people enjoyed it, and if you guys are one of those many people that enjoyed it, kudos. But personally, I looked at it and I said, I can do much better than this. I can do so much better than this. This show is not well run. This show is not well put together. It's not well thought out. The graphics are rushed. Everything is rushed because I'm wrapping up my 3-hour live stream and rushing to go right live with that. Meanwhile, trying to get the reaction clips uploaded. It was not good for 1, mental health, for 2, production quality, and 3, for the fans. I don't think it was. I think that the show was not well done, and I think I could do so much better with a bit of a team with me. And if I ever wanted to, you know, we could stop doing these Raw live reactions if that's what you guys wanted. We're not going to do it, but we could stop doing the reactions and go live with the review. But I'm not doing that because I like doing the reactions. Hopefully that makes sense right there. Unbroken says, this program is passive and aggressive in its nature. Viewers' discretion is advised. Yep, there you go. Apparently Conman's dad says, you disappoint me, son. Thank God I found a new one in the afterlife. Well, too bad, my friend. I'm not sure which dad you think you are of mine, but I saw my dad as of yesterday and talked to him today. We had a great dinner last night. We had stew, and it was delicious. My dad is still here. I can see the rant coming if during Stone Cold thing CM Punk comes out and challenges Austin to a match at Mania. I know it won't happen, but I would be hilarious to see the rage. Why would I rage over that? Hold up, why would I rage over that? Why in the world would that be a rage moment? If CM Punk came back to WWE, why would I rage out? It'd be cool. It'd be a cool moment. I said that earlier. I'm more than down to see CM Punk return to the WWE. They can make money off him for sure. Is it a thing that I am begging to see? No, not really. But it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. It'd be fun. They should just show highlights of the Rumble to promote the main event, you would think, but what they're doing is they're trying to eat up as much time of this show here as possible while keeping the show running. Con, if you scroll down a little bit on the Twitter thing, you'll see a video. It's of Dunn and Riddle making a funny video. Check it out when you can. Alright, I'm very nervous opening Twitter videos these days because we've had some things happen here on the channel before. So let me see if this is actually right. Oh, I've seen that one. Yeah, it was their Flick the Switch video. I just flicked the switch. Flip, flip. There you go. That's all that was. And here's the thing also, everybody. Like, if you're not enjoying tonight, you don't have to watch it, right? And if you're not enjoying the next couple months of wrestling, you know, then that's okay as well. You don't have to, right? You don't have to. And I think everybody needs to remind themselves that if this is going to be a thing where you're sitting there and saying, I hate this, this is boring, this sucks, why am I sitting here watching this again? Then that's where you just gotta say to yourself, hey, I don't have to watch it, right? I can move off the screen if this is not something that I'm overly interested in. Exactly. There's a lot of great conversation to be had here, folks. I mean, I haven't gotten to sit here and talk to you guys like this in God knows how long, probably well over a year and a half. Back to when we had our live streams where, yeah, sure, we might have had 700 people in the live chat, 800 people in the live chat, but the people who were actually talking were nowhere near as many people as are talking today. Our conversations per minute are just like way up there, as opposed to a year ago. So it's cool to be able to talk to you guys. I've never had the real chance to sit here and talk to these fans with this amount of people here in the live chat. Kind of neat to truly talk. What time does Raw start? 8 p.m. as normal, my friend. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I should say. I did watch the FCW documentary. It was good. I highly recommend it, everybody. Oh, there's the Edge pop. There was Edge's return to the WWE. Oh, guys, okay. Can I just say this much? I just got goosebumps again. I just got goosebumps again from Edge's return. On this day, that's surreal to me. Everything has come to life. Wow. Man, that was what a moment at the Royal Rumble, eh? What a moment at the Rumble. Edge's return, folks. Damn. Legit goosebumps again.
It's been 9 long years. Edge returned.
So awesome. Yo, okay, is that up there for one of the greatest returns of all time? That's got to be right up there with the Hardy Boys' return at WrestleMania, right? What do you guys think? Is that up there with the greatest of returns of all time? Yes or no? On our hand, thank you very much, my friend. He says, hey, y'all, there's only 77 likes when there is 400 people in here. Almost 500, so please like it up. Come on, this is Conman Community. We better than this. I'm sitting at 162 likes from my end, my friend. But, yeah, let's get the like count up there. Let's reach 300 likes. Why not, folks? Thank you very much.
Now this is a Royal Rumble moment.
Excuse me. I think I just burped in the microphone. I apologize, headphone users.
Hey y'all, there is only 77 likes when there is 400 people in here, almost 500, so like it up. PLZ, come on, this is the Conman Community. We better than this.
Oh yeah. Straightest Lade says, how would you feel about an AEW NXT invasion? Both companies somehow consent, of course, but that's how the official Wednesday Night Wars start. I mean, it's never going to happen, right? It's a unique idea. If it was available to happen, hell yeah. Primitive Lifeways says, is this filmed live? If so, I don't get why they canceled the audience last week, but not this. No, Primitive, my friend. I think you have a misunderstanding as to what is going on tonight. So just like on Friday Night SmackDown, there is no live audience. What we're watching right now is the Royal Rumble recap. Not even a Royal Rumble recap. We're just watching a Royal Rumble match from this past year. WWE decided that they were going to air the entire Royal Rumble match, as opposed to having performers perform here or something like that. So there's no audience tonight. There's no live audience. This is just straight up, right now, a recap show. It's been a recap show for the last hour from the Royal Rumble. I'm not hating it. It will be cool to see McIntyre win here again. Obviously, he's going to win the Royal Rumble again. But yeah. Yusuf Shafu says, you never ignore me. You're right, I never ignore anybody. I don't. I don't understand why people sit there and literally say, hey, you ignore me. What do you think I have against you? What do you think? No, there's nothing personal here. There's no hatred here between me and you, all right? If you're sitting there typing in the live chat, chances are I just missed it. That's all it is. There's no hard feelings between me and you. And let me tell you something. If there is hard feelings between me and you, you're blocked. That's as simple as that, right? I block people that I don't want to talk to. I don't feel the need to sit there and validate and have to argue with strangers online who I do not agree with 99.99% of the time. I don't have to sit there and argue with people who are taking shots at me, unnecessary shots at me, just to defend myself what I do here. No. If we've got issues, you're blocked. It's that simple. If you're not blocked, we don't have issues. Question on Twitter for you. Let me go over there to Twitter. So, Charlie T says, since Will Ospreay is one of my favorite wrestlers, if he was to come to WWE at any point in his career, what would you like him to go on to do, and what matches would you want him to have? Also, greetings from the UK. There you go, my friend. That's not actually the person that asked originally, but Z-Dogs Nation says Stone Cold plus WrestleMania. What about it? Okay. Also, my friend, right here, Charlie T says, how does the boss battle work? Boss battle works if you drop a donation, you get the amount of health off the boss battle for that dono. Excuse me. So, if you drop a $1 donation, that's 10 health off the boss. If you drop a $2, that's 20 health, yada, 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 all the way up to 300 health for the boss, which is $30. If you want to become the Boss Battle Champion, that is a great way of supporting the channel. You also get your name on the screen for the entirety of the month and the amount of times that you have been the Boss Battle Champion as well. But if you win the month, your name is on there for an additional month as well. So basically, it will show how many times that you became the Boss Battle Champion from the previous month. And you're up there on the screen for the whole next month as a thank you for your support on the channel.
Do you want to take them down?
Is there any cases of coronavirus in Canada? Yeah, we're basically on lockdown as well. Things are moving quickly all around the world, aren't they? We're basically on lockdown. Not entirely yet, but schools are canceled. Lots of things are canceled. Lots of things are being shut down slowly. I believe our borders just got tightened up. Basically, if you are not a resident of Canada, you are not allowed to come to Canada without some sort of reason, like legit reason, I believe. So we've closed down our borders now. And yeah, I think malls are about to be done. I think not fast food restaurants. I think food, just normal restaurants are about to be done. Yeah. Conman, you're ignoring me. Show the screen. Trying to get some Conman to come out. Justin Gentry. Oh yeah, my friend. Yeah, no, unfortunately, I cannot show the screen. And I believe you know that as well. I think you were just trying to get a response from me, and I think it worked. Hey, Conman, I haven't been on the channel as much as I used to. I don't know if something happened, but whatever happened to Bob? Good question. Literally nothing happened to Bob, guys. I get this question probably 3-4 times a live stream. Doesn't matter what day it is, whether it's Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, Conman Universe, or pay-per-view. Really doesn't matter. But lots of people always ask me the same thing. Where's Bob? It's been a while since I've seen Bob. Where is he at? The fact of the matter is, everybody, me and Bob are still great friends. I love the guy. He's a great dude. We live 3 hours away now. 3.5 hours away from each other. And as a result, that does not make getting together to film stuff easy anymore. The Con and Bob podcast, well, it was fun to do for a while. We unfortunately could not keep it up. It was too difficult with our different jobs. He wasn't getting paid to do it. I felt kind of bad because I would earn, some money off of it, but I didn't earn enough money to be able to say, hey man, here you go, because I'm literally like, oh well, I got to be able to afford my rent as well while I continue to do this thing. So, anyways, nothing happened between me and Bob at all. I promise you guys. There is an open invite right now for Bob to come back to this channel anytime he wishes. Okay? Anytime that he wishes. It's just difficult to organize. So literally nothing going on between me and Bob. He actually got a girlfriend not too long ago. But I haven't seen the guy since SummerSlam. Like, if you guys want to put that into perspective, I have not seen Bob since SummerSlam. August of last year. Crazy. I used to go from when I lived back down where I used to live. I'm not going to say the area. But when I used to live back there, we would see each other once a month, guaranteed. For a while there, we were seeing each other every 2 weeks because WWE, if you guys remember, they used to hold pay-per-views every 2 weeks. Remember when that was going on? My God. Actually, you know what? Looking back on it, did the pay-per-views every 2 weeks, did that lead to the downfall of WWE and losing all of those fans over the last 2 years? I think it might have a direct correlation. I never thought about that before, but yeah, there's a direct correlation to over the past couple years when WWE decided to make Raw and SmackDown pay-per-views exclusive. There's a direct decline right there. Wow! I never thought about that. I never thought about that. That might directly have lost a lot of fans for the WWE. Huh. WWE did do brand exclusive pay-per-views. They did. Yeah.
And now Carl Anderson has a buddy, Luke Gallows.
Okay.
Look at the, I mean, that's what you call a power walk right there.
How's Becca doing? She's doing pretty good. We're just kind of trying to figure out how we're going to get through the next couple months. She's been laid off basically entirely. And unfortunately, she is listed as an occasional teacher, so she does not get employment insurance. So she's essentially just done and cut from her job. No money coming in. So for about the next 2 months, it's going to be just me trying to pay our full rent here, and it's expensive. That's $17.50 a month to live here. So yeah, it's expensive, no doubt about that. That's good old housing market right here. Can you guys believe that right there? It's $17.50 to live here. $1,750 to live here per month, and we've got people living in our basement. That's crazy. It's so expensive these days. Perhaps it wasn't SummerSlam 2017 to WrestleMania 34 was a huge drop, but I'd say that Roman Reigns' push was the main reason. That's not a terrible idea either. Yep.
Killer by the OC.
I tell you, Edge is taking a beat right now. I mean, the decision to come back at the Royal Rumble, I don't know if
True.
Well, 25, number 25.
We're out number 25 here at the Royal Rumble, so that's something. No, I don't own my own home. I don't. This is rent. That's how damn expensive rent is, guys. You're saying just move somewhere less expensive. Where in Ontario? Where in Ontario? Ontario is a lot more expensive than people realize. It's $17.50 a month to live here. Yeah, I would much rather be paying a mortgage. I would much rather be able to have my own house. I would much rather be able to afford a down payment on the house, but unfortunately that's not possible. Not right now. It's insane. It's insane. But yeah, so right now for the next 2 months, that $17.50 is going to be up to me, and that is tight. That is very tight, having to do back-to-back months of $17.50. That's 4 months rent squished into 2 months sort of deal for me. So yeah, we're getting there someday for sure, but we want to move. This crisis right here is going to probably prevent us from being able to truly move when we want, because right now the area that we need to be in is just, it's too expensive, but also at the same time we need to be here because Becca's job is here. We want to get out. Trust me, we want to get out. We're working on it. Why don't you bring new things to your channel like Fortnite? If not, go over all the WWE games that were ever made or do reactions that's wrestling related. Quay, unfortunately, my friend, there's only so much time, and I hate using time as an excuse, because technically, yes, it is an excuse technically, but it's not at the same time. Today has been so far it's going to be a 12-hour day by the time I am officially done live streaming here today, from the inclusion of the Conman Universe all the way here to the ending of Monday Night Raw, and if there is any reaction clips, I don't think there will be, but if there's any reaction clips on top of editing that. Tuesdays are a little more free. You know, obviously we added in NWA Power and we added in Impact Wrestling on Tuesdays. I don't know really what the state of that's going to be. I really don't. I've heard that NWA Power is planning on canceling all of their tapings coming up. I also do believe Impact Wrestling is canceling all of their tapings. $17.50, 2 rooms, Steve. 2 rooms with people in the basement. Yeah, it's crazy. I forget what was I talking about. What was I talking about? Shoot. I forget what I was talking about. Crap, what was I talking about, guys? Can you remind me? Oh, right, my channel. What I've added in. No, never mind. You don't need to remind me. Okay, so what I was talking about was just this channel, obviously. What I've kind of added into it, and why I don't really have all that much time anymore to add in too much more stuff. I'm still looking, though, guys. We still got a little bit of time that we might be able to modify into some cool series in the future, but as of right now, my schedule, the way that it goes, you know what, let's get personal, right? Let's make this a behind the scenes kind of live stream here tonight. We don't have much to talk about other than this stuff, so here's some personal stuff regarding the channel. if you want to know what my schedules are kind of like, on Mondays, I get in here around 11:30. Most Mondays, so getting around 11:30, noon, depending on when I truly get going. Sometimes it's earlier than that. Sometimes I'm in here around 10:30. Sometimes I'm in here at 12:30. Never later than 1 p.m. Okay, so that most days, let's say 12. I go 12 until 4:30, working on the Conman Universe, writing the promos, editing the little video clips, getting the matches all set up, making sure the card is what it needs to be before we go in the direction of the actual show, knowing what I'm writing towards and trying to backtrack myself all the way from the pay-per-view. That is on Mondays that I do that, and I write my stories on Mondays. Tuesdays, we have added in NWA Power and Impact Wrestling, so that usually starts at 6:05 p.m., and then it goes until about 10 p.m. with a little bit of a break after NWA Power. Where I've got a little bit more time right there is before on Tuesdays, and I have mentioned this to you guys in the past, but it is still a thing that I'm considering of trying to do. On Tuesdays, I would love to be able to bring some sort of Monday Night Raw review in the format of like a Steve Dangle type of YouTube show. So what I mean by that is Steve Dangle produces this YouTube show where he's got really quick cuts. He's a Toronto Maple Leafs guy. He talks about hockey. He's got really quick cuts. He's over the top dramatic. In a lot of the ways I see our style of shows very similar. Mine's a live version. His is a very condensed version. But we got to say a lot of the same energy. We got a lot of the same type of feelings and outbursts, if you will. And I think that I could make a really, really entertaining show for a Monday Night Raw review in a 10-15 minute format with jump cuts and funny jokes here and there. I think I could do a really good job with it. It's not the easiest thing to sit here and say that I'm going to commit to right now, but it's an idea I've had written down for about a month and a half now. I really would quite like to do it if possible. We'll keep talking about Wednesdays in just a sec coming up. Batstar316 dropped $2. Thank you very much, my friend. He says, so WrestleMania with no audience. Okay, Batman Boss is back. Welcome back, my friend. Great to see ya. Let's quickly refresh this Boss Battle Championship just to make sure we don't have any new bosses. I don't believe we do. And then we got ourselves a $1 dono from Sub Me if you want. Communism. Oh, there you go, my friend. Thank you for your $2 dono. I appreciate it. There, Batstar, and then Sub Me as well right after that. Thank you, my friend. So anyways, like I was saying, Tuesdays we do have the ability to add something in a little bit earlier. I'm not rushing because I know when I rush and I add too much at once, I end up getting burnt out. But if I slowly add things in over time, I can keep up with it and I can make sure that I am able to bring the shows that you guys deserve. See you later, Hannah Bobana. Have a good night, my friend. So anyways, that's kind of what Tuesdays are right now. We've got technically some free time in the mornings before 6:05 p.m. I've got potentially an open slot there to make some shows. Wednesday's a completely different sort of deal. Oh, and he says, one more because I missed donating to you, my friend. Well, thank you. I appreciate the support there, Batstar. I really do, buddy. Thank you very, very much. So Wednesdays. Basically, Wednesdays are the same-ish as Mondays. Sort of the same deal. I get to work around 11:30, noon, sort of deal. Work on the Conman Universe all the way until it is 4:30. Go live with that one. Make sure that I produce a good show for you guys. Stop there, get the event posted for Wednesdays. Yeah, we kind of get the event posted for Wednesdays. It's NXT and AEW, so Wednesdays are now a really, really crazy busy night because not only do I have to know the storylines going on both shows, but I got to be able to talk about their characters in depth, and that is actually a lot more difficult process than I realized because I don't know AEW as well as I know WWE, obviously. So it's been a little bit of a tough adjustment period and trying to understand who and what their names and their moves are and yada yada yada. So it's a lot more difficult. There's a lot more research to go into it. But still, I enjoy doing it. Anyways, that's Wednesdays. Thursdays, I am very proud to say I'm off. I'm off. One sec. Hunter Hand says, how much does it take to be the boss? As I said earlier, my friend, thanks for your $5 dono, but as I said earlier, every health on the Boss Battle Championship is worth 10 points. So if you look right down there, it says 170 right now. That means there's 17 more dollars until there is a new boss. Sometimes if you have, sometimes if you have a $20 dono or like a $25 dono, it might give you the new boss. It's not always perfect. Sometimes it doesn't guarantee you the boss if you drop 30 either. Like, it's a little weird sometimes the way it works, but for the most part, it's pretty accurate. Thank you for your $5 dono, my friend. Just like that, look, for no reason, Hunter Hand, it jumped you all the way up to $17 left with your $5. So you're the new boss. Thank you very much, my friend. You have become a 2-time Boss Battle Champion. Boom. What? Superhuman and good friend Paul split up? No! I didn't know that. Aw, that's sad. That's sad. That's sad. Oh, well, there you go. There's my thoughts on it. Thank you guys for people saying bless me. Anyways, what I was getting back towards, on Thursdays, I completely have them off, and that is not a thing I want to change anytime soon. Sometimes in this business, you need a day of rest. You need that moment where you can just sit back and just say, okay, I'm taking a mental break from online. I'm taking a mental break from whatever it may be. Because one thing that people don't, and this is not complaining because I've got the best damn job in the world and I love what I do, so please do not take this as a serious thing, okay? But one of the most draining parts of this job is constantly being in contact with people. Constantly having your persona going, constantly having your Twitter account active with notifications always coming in. It is constant, right? And it is a constant thing that you do need to be able to take a day, step back and say, okay, I'm taking this break. I'm getting off of social media right now. I need to spend time with my girlfriend. Need to get focused right back in here. Need to watch the stuff that I enjoy. Need to play a video game that I enjoy. One day. And I've guaranteed that day for myself as a Thursday, unless you know that WWE holds like Super Showdown on that show or something like that. So that's my Thursdays. That is why I do not book shows on Thursdays. I used to have Hold the Rope on Thursdays. That we moved off of it. Hold the Rope is another show I would love to bring back in a new format with the same name sort of deal. Would love to bring that back to you guys. All I would need is one video editor. Literally, that's all I would need. A video editor to help produce the Conman Universe, and I can guarantee you guys we would be able to expand our content so much here on this channel. Fridays, of course, we now have the newest series on the channel, which is called CMU Dark. I'm sure you guys have heard of me talk about it, but CMU Dark is the Conman Universe, but not done in a live format. Sorry, one sec. Let me take a drink of water.
Nice bluff, Eric. You bluffed your
Just realized that I've been talking for an hour and 36 minutes straight, and I don't think I stopped to breathe for like 5 seconds. So give me a second here.
Cold symptoms with HydroSense. Its naturally sourced seawater is clinically proven to relieve nasal congestion.
So anyways, CMU Dark on Fridays, pretty simple. It is essentially the exact same series as the Conman Universe of Monday Night Con and Wednesday Night Bob, but it's not done in a live format. However, you can still watch with the people in the chat through the premieres. It is a fun show. Only about 40 minutes long. 35 minutes, if you will. It takes away all of the long parts in between, takes away all the loading of the matches in WWE 2K19, and essentially puts the best show forward for you guys. Now, when you're interacting in the live chat, I'm not able to see your messages in live time, but normally I am there chatting along and typing along in the live chat as well. So that is on Fridays around 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if that interests you. That's the one that I highly recommend to check out, and If you guys remember a person who used to be on this channel quite a bit, Steve, one of my best friends, still is like one of my best friends in the world. Steve even loves the Conman Universe Dark. He doesn't watch Monday Night Con. He doesn't watch Wednesday Night Bob. They're too long of shows. He does not have the time in order to do that. But he keeps up to date with CMU Dark, and he has told me every single episode, other than episode 2 where I was sick, has been great. He loves it. He loves Charles Wright. He loves the man who is always right. He loves Chaos. He loves Justin Beverly. Like, this is my best friend, a dude who I grew up with, who literally has no need to sit there and watch my videos. He's not overly a guy who sits and watches WWE 2K19 videos, but he sits there and watches it because he finds it so damn entertaining. Obviously, he likes to laugh at my commentary as well, but the fact of the matter is that he's watching it because he finds it entertaining. So if I want to push a series onto you guys that is brand new on this channel, if you want to take a shot at the Conman Universe, but you don't want to sit there for a full 2-hour live stream, I recommend CMU Dark on Fridays at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is available right here on this channel, okay, guys? Right here on this YouTube channel. Then, of course, we got ourselves our Friday Night SmackDown live streams. Shortly after CMU Dark, we are live at 8 p.m. on Fridays with SmackDown. And that is just our schedule there, everybody. Saturdays and Sundays, events as they come. But as you start to see that there, folks, you start to see how little time my weeks actually have. They don't have a ton. Yeah, I'm usually chatting there in the live chat, my friend. It's a ton of fun. It really is. Thank you, Yoshi Turtle. The grind is definitely there. And one thing that I kind of want to make sure that everybody is noticing is that the amount of content that we have expanded on this channel since the turn of 2020 has been pretty big. We added in 4 new shows a week for you guys, plus additional pay-per-views, plus additional pay-per-views, plus additional specialty shows, i.e. like the Impact Wrestling pay-per-views, NWA Power special shows / pay-per-views. We've added in the Squared Circle, and we've been reacting on that with NWA. We added in CMU Dark. We added in, of course, Impact Wrestling. So there's been a lot of stuff added into this channel since 2020 kind of came around. And I do plan to keep on adding in more. I do plan to continue to evolve the channel. But I am getting very, 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 very close to being maxed out with my time. Very close. And when I say very close, I mean like we're right there. We got Tuesdays left basically to commit to something. So Tuesday morning. So that is something that I'm going to try to figure out for you guys. If I ever get a video editor on this channel to work with the Conman Universe, I will be able to expand this content tenfold. That's the difference right there. If I was able to have a video editor to cut up the clips of the live streams, I was able to have a video editor to create the promos for the Conman Universe. We'd be able to do so much more. Here we go. We got ourselves a $35 dono. Thank you, Kevin Langoff. He says, glad Bayley and Sasha did not start their feud because I would have been mad at Sasha's first Mania win with no audience. The Boss Battle champ is here, and this is my house. Thank you very much there, Kevin Langoff. I do appreciate it. Yeah, you know what? Probably build to Sasha versus Bayley at SummerSlam. Give that the proper build. I'm sure you can build Bayley into a top-tier champion by then. She's getting there, right? She's starting to earn that respect at this point, so maybe don't take the title off of her at WrestleMania. Have her beat all those women in the multi-woman match and move on to face Sasha Banks afterwards. Thanks for your $35 dono. Let's hear it low. Here we go. Hear it loud, hear it proud. What? What? Oh my. Could it be? It is! It's boss time! Had a dream, I learned the lyrics, but I didn't cause I woke up from my sleep. So I'm gonna go to Google them now. No, I'm not, I just lied. I don't know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna keep on singing like this. I'm so off pace of the song, I don't know what to do.
Glad Bayley and Sasha did not start their feud because I would have been mad at Sasha's first Mania win with no audience. The boss battle champ is here and this is my house.
This is my house. Thank you very much there, Kevin Langoff. I do appreciate your support right there. I really appreciate all your guys' support. This is absolutely amazing. By the way, one more time, thank you for last week. Seriously, thank you for last week's show. You guys, I cannot tell you how much having that under my belt right now for this month, knowing how this month is going to go, you guys did amazing work for me last week, so thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. I just wanted to make sure that was heard once again. That is not went out of my head. I'm still flabbergasted by last Monday. So again, thank you very much, everybody, for all your support on this channel. We've got ourselves, like I said, an 11-time boss battle champion. Oh boy, Kevin Langoff running high, running hot, running fast here this month. There you go. Doom Bros says First Mania with no fans. This one will be for the record books. You're damn right it will be, my friend. It absolutely will be. Thank you very much, JJ Varner. I appreciate it, buddy. Jordan Freeman says, I'm very scared and your videos are keeping me less scared. Thank you. That is my goal for you guys, okay? I was literally talking to Becca about this today when we were talking about the potential of WWE shutting down shows, maybe if there's a wrestler who gets sick. What is my plan? What is my plan for content on this channel should WWE close its doors? If they get, because here's the thing, if they got a wrestler who is sick, spreads through like that. Just spread right through the entire WWE. It will be a matter of days before you start hearing this person's tested positive, this person tested positive, yada, 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 yada. So if that happens, I have found ways that we are going to get around this. I have found ways that we are going to continue to bring entertainment to you guys. Obviously, we talked about if WWE is airing more Royal Rumble matches like this in the future that are going to take up 2 hours of the show, we will do something different in the form of something that we've actually done before. We'll take live calls right here on this show during the pay-per-view, okay? During the Monday Night Raw, if there's just going to be pay-per-view matches that are being shown. If there's matches that we've already seen, we will take your live calls, we'll talk to you live, we'll have your questions answered. We'll make it a fun show, okay? If WWE has to cancel outright, though, I've got another plan in place. So we're still going to be live streaming every Monday night, every Wednesday night, every Friday night. Don't you worry your pretty little faces. No matter what goes on with WWE, we are still going to be live. The thing that we'll be doing, though, is we'll be asking you guys what we're watching. I will produce a list of, let's say, 4 things on Twitter or maybe right here on YouTube, 4 pay-per-views, and I will say, which pay-per-view do you guys want to watch? And we will go through and vote. And that will be the show that we air that night, and we will do more of this. We will talk to you guys. We will interact with you. We will bring in the live calls because that would be fun as well if we did something like that. And it would be very, 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 very similar to a show we used to do here on the channel called Throwback Thursday. Now, I don't know how many long-term viewers here remember Throwback Thursday, TBT, but every Thursday we used to do a live stream of an old pay-per-view like Money in the Bank, WrestleMania something, yada, 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 and we would air it, we would sync up our time with you guys, and we would talk wrestling for the whole 3 hours, whatever it may be. That is the plan. If WWE cancels their shows, if WWE puts them on the back burner, that is our plan. So folks, do not worry. Every Monday night, every Wednesday night, every Friday night, there is still entertainment right here on this channel. And of course, during the day, there's the Conman Universe to get you through. I've got you, folks. I'm going to try to take your mind off all this stuff that is going on, and I'm going to try to entertain you as best as I possibly can.
Not suitable for everyone. Viewer discretion is advised.
Randy Orton, a 2-time winner. Roman Reigns,
well, anyway, Conman, tell me, is Raw canceled? No, Raw is not canceled, my friend. Raw is technically going on, but it might as well have been canceled. They've got a few live promos. That Edge promo was great, literally bone-chilling. But that's literally all that we have had here tonight. It has been 2 hours almost of straight up watching the Royal Rumble. We're also going to get Stone Cold Steve Austin in our final hour of the show, I would think. Conman, if you ever do Sasha Bailey NXT TakeOver 1, I will donate for sure. I love that match, man. Love that match. We might very well go watch that match just because. It's great. Oh, that's great to hear, Casey Rose. All right. Great to hear. Thank you, Alan, a.k.a. Cardi. I'm going to do my best, my friend. I'm going to do my best. Jordan Freeman, how you doing? He says, I'm working in restaurant, and since the government has decided to close pubs and restaurants in the UK, I'm worried I'm going to lose my job. I don't know what the UK's parliament, or what their stance are on that. One sec, let me finish this. And might go into YouTube, and the virus is taking over. Well, I mean, if you guys ever wanted to start a YouTube channel, if you don't have a job going on right now, like, you know, if you're out of work and you're looking at the next 6 weeks ahead of you and you're like, what am I going to do for the next 6 weeks or whatever it may be, work on that YouTube channel. Take the plunge. Go into it. Go full in. Start streaming on Twitch. Do whatever you want to do. If you've got something going on in your life that you have wanted to do at home forever, whether it's cleaning the house, whether it's starting a YouTube channel, whether it's reading a book, guys, take advantage of this time, right? Take advantage of this time. How often do you have the ability to sit there and say, I don't have to do anything today. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to do a damn thing today if I didn't want to. Take advantage of this moment. Take advantage to do this now. If you have a dream that you have wanted to do for the last while, but you have all those excuses going on, whether it's school, whether it's hockey, whether it's baseball, I don't know, whatever it is, whether it's fantasy hockey, that's gone too. You've got the time in the world right now. If you want to do something, if you've wanted to become a YouTuber, if you want to become a streamer, if you want to read a book that you've wanted to get to, do it. Do it, and you will enjoy your life. If you guys have wanted to start back up Minecraft and start a new game in Minecraft, do it. Do it. Fill your time. Enjoy these next few weeks. There's literally nothing that we can do other than sit there and try to make the most of it, right? We're caught inside our houses. We're not really allowed to go anywhere, right? Yeah, sure, you can technically still go places, but you can't really. Take advantage of it. Do something that's going to make yourself very happy, and I promise you guys, in the next, I don't know how many weeks it's going to be, but they're going to fly by so much quicker than you realize. Take advantage of this. All right, we got ourselves a $10 dono. How you doing there, Tingling? Welcome back here to the channel. It's been great seeing you in the chat here recently, my friend. He says, I feel sorry for Edge. He's going to wrestle at Mania in his comeback match after 9 years to an empty arena. What a shame. Shame, yes, but here's the thing. I don't think he's done for good after that. I don't think it's a one-off. I think he's going to be back after that. I think he's going to transition into a feud with Seth Rollins. And I think that's going to be a ton of fun to watch. Thanks for your $10 dono, bud. People are saying my school is doing online courses now. Yeah. I do understand that there's still a lot of people who do have online courses, right? Damn it. All hail. Bow down to the king.
I feel sorry, Fred. He's gonna wrestle at Mania in his comeback match after 9 years to an empty arena. What a shame.
Master WWE asking me, why are there no fans? Well, unfortunately, if you have not heard, the world is under a little bit of a pandemic right now. And WWE obviously having to abide by the rules set in place by many people. Yeah, the rules set in place basically saying you cannot have shows with 50 or more people. And obviously some other rules that make it a little bit more complex than that. Jimmy Psychotic Anarchy, thank you very much for subscribing. But yeah, WWE just not able to put on a full house show here tonight. And I think we're going to get into the 10 o'clock hour here, folks. And it's going to finally be maybe a Stone Cold Steve Austin promo, maybe an actual match on Monday Night Raw. I don't know. Who do they plan on having in the arena is the question. But there's Drew McIntyre winning the Royal Rumble. What a cool moment. The guy that I had picked to win last year's Rumble won it this year's. He was my pick again for this year's. He was my pick to dethrone Brock Lesnar at Mania last year. He's going to be able to do it this year, so I'm excited. Taker and AJ, remember? Oh, right. Yeah, we do have Taker and AJ tonight. Taker and AJ's contract signing. Man, there's still an hour of this. I hope not, Tingerland. I really hope not. I hope the measures have been put into place early enough to be able to catch enough of it. I think they have. I hope at least.
What an effort. For the first time ever, Drew McIntyre wins the Royal Rumble. But it was really, as I mentioned before, a story of 2 Royal Rumble matches.
Have I read Sasha's new Instagram post? I have not. All right, guys, let me look up Sasha Banks' Instagram post here because I hear a lot of people talking about it. So let's do this. Sasha Banks.
Was headed to WrestleMania, a claymore to the chin of Roman Reigns, and Drew McIntyre has finally earned.
I think that's an easy ban. Yeah, there you go. That was an easy ban. No, just ban him there, Steve Taylor. Cool. Yeah. Sweet. Okay, so. Wow. Oh, this is Oh wow. Yep. So Sasha Banks, ladies and gentlemen, this is what Sasha said over on Instagram. It honestly hurts to know that fans, whom a lot of them saved their money all year to go to WrestleMania, won't be able to attend. The idea of a parent having to tell their child that they won't be able to go breaks my heart. Fans make WrestleMania week. All of the events access, they aren't just there to watch the show, but they're a part of it. But in the end, the world is a scary place right now, and priority number 1 is everyone's health and safety. So on April 5th, WrestleMania will happen, and we'll do our very best to put on a show worthy of our fans. I wish you were all there, but I will perform as if you were. I will perform as if all of you are, because it's what you deserve, like a boss.
WrestleMania will still come to you on pay-per-view and streaming live on the WWE Network 2 weeks from Sunday. King, this is unprecedented.
Well, without a doubt, that's some stunning news. But you know what? They say anything can happen in the WWE, and the show, the grandest show of all, must go on, and it will go on right here.
Now, at WrestleMania, it still will be McIntyre and Lesnar.
Hey there, Steve
for the
Taylor.
WWE
Can you do me a favor and check on the account that we know
had a warning
has a history with the spam? See if he's gone up in subs there, bud.
The next time Brock Lesnar lays his eyes and his hands on Drew McIntyre, it's over like...
I'm not entirely sure if you heard me there, because I was talking over top of this stuff. Yeah, just somebody want to check in on that?
And it was McIntyre who would step face to
Thanks, buddy.
face with the Beast live on Monday Night Raw. Drew McIntyre...
Do I think the American Badass Taker returns at Mania?
For the WWE Championship.
We thought Brock Lesnar wanted no part of Drew McIntyre until this.
Do I think we could see it? We could, yeah. Will we? I don't think so.
Showing how quickly he can strike with the Claymore kick.
On our hand, thank you, buddy. He says, you know, I will say one thing. Since they are doing it in the Performance Center, they should put it on regular TV because it seems fair in my opinion. See, I thought about that as well. WrestleMania being aired as a free show for everybody could be kind of big. Yeah, I thought about that as well. If WWE really wanted to make something unprecedented, air WrestleMania for free everywhere, live from the Performance Center, and allow fans to enjoy it as much as possible. He's at 420. Isn't that like 19 more than he had just like a week ago? With no videos?
Well, it's time now.
You know, I will say one thing. Since they are doing it in the Performance Center, they...
Wow.
On regular TV, BC, it seems fair.
How weird is this? This is so weird. The Undertaker is here, though. Oh my. Wait, what the hell? What the hell? Why is Undertaker dressed like this? Why is he shirtless? What? Why is the Undertaker shirtless? Oh my God, what the hell? Undertaker just flipped the table and told Jerry Lawler, get out of there. Okay. Undertaker literally just flipped a table as soon as he gets in the ring. That was weird. Okay. I guess that's weird. Sure. Oh, we'll see what the promo is, I guess. That was, he's pissed about something. I don't know about you guys. Well, actually, hang on. AJ Styles has been kind of going in on the Undertaker over the last little bit. Yeah, I guess the promo from AJ Styles made it, you know, kind of rough. People are saying it's the American Badass. We'll see. We'll see. It didn't scream American Badass to me.
Want to grab lunch?
But it might.
I don't know if I have time.
It might be at the same time. I just don't know. Weird stuff going on. Anyways, guys, welcome here to the show. If you guys are just tuning in, please make sure you leave a like on this video. Also making sure here. And he had 405. Okay. Make sure you guys are subscribed as well. He wasn't here when it happened. Okay, good to know, man. Thanks for looking into it, buddy. Z-Dog Nation begging me to check Twitter. Let me get there, buddy.
Big news, Canada. Now get 50% off all Domino's pizza when you order
Question,
online.
do you think he will have a match at WrestleMania? Who?
Red peppers, green peppers, banana pepper.
Stone Cold at WrestleMania. Oh, do I think Stone Cold will have a match at WrestleMania? No, I don't think so.
You have a choice.
Let's see how he talks on the mic. Badass style or Phenom style? Yeah, we will find out.
Every budget.
We definitely will.
Every
Latroy's Coleman says, put that in the record books as Taker's fastest entrance. You're damn right. He just ran down the ring, essentially, just to flip the table, just to go to commercial break. You know what would have been even funnier, though? Here's the thing, okay? WWE easily could have played into their own, like, the way that people mock them online. They could have played into it with Undertaker there. Imagine if, like, Undertaker's music hit and, like, you know, you had those gongs, gong, 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 and then Undertaker walks out. You know what I mean? Undertaker's theme song comes out, and he's slowly walking to the ring. Very, very, very slowly. Slowly walking there, and they cut to commercial break. And they come back from commercial break, and Undertaker's still slowly walking to the ring. How funny would that have been, okay? Like, if WWE would have been able to make that joke at the Undertaker's expense here tonight, I think that would have been freaking hilarious. Yeah, and takes 30 minutes to get to the ring, and that's the whole show. That's the whole show. Just watching Undertaker walk to the ring, and he's gonna go, "You will rest in peace," and then just walks out of there. He's just like,
This program is aggressive in nature. It may contain themes that are not suitable for everyone. Viewer discretion is advised.
Oh my God. Thank you, Comedic Genius YT, dropping $2. He says, I know it's not much, but I just want to say I'm a huge fan. Thank you, buddy. And you know what? Any little bit is really appreciated. So thank you, my friend.
Not once.
Thank you.
But twice. The Undertaker has stuck his nose in my business.
Wait, AJ isn't even on Raw. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is, my friend. I know you're thinking of AJ Styles, the house that's... Or AJ Styles... Or SmackDown is the house that AJ Styles built. Yeah, he used to have that as his catchphrase. Obviously, now he is not on SmackDown anymore. He's on Monday Night Raw. Undertaker breaks a hip trying to get in the ring. I hope not. I hope not. So Con can be funny on purpose. Somewhat. Not intentionally all the time.
Retired 10 years ago when he was in his prime. I don't know what keeps him coming back, but I've got a pretty good idea. It's his wife. It's Michelle McCool. Hey, Michelle.
Yeah, that's right. Remember AJ Styles taking a shot at Michelle McCool? Yeah. That's why this feud is going to be pretty interesting. It's such a weird time because we've got the biggest show. Hang on. One sec.
Every time he steps in it now. Undertaker. Your wife.
Sorry. Just reading through a few things right here. Okay. It's too bad because we got some of the biggest feuds going on in wrestling going up to WrestleMania, and then it's going to all culminate inside like a fanless show. But you guys also have to remember, we're going to be able to get a chance to sit there and watch the entire show, right? It's not like we're going to have to... It's not like it's a house show in front of nobody. But here's Taker. He's just pacing in the ring. He looks old. Oh, I hate to say it, but he looks old.
No contract was present. Well, you're right. I mean, I'm sitting there or standing there. No contract.
Here comes Styles, though. Are we going to get ourselves a brawl?
This is going to be good.
Here comes Styles. They don't want none, no. They don't want none, no.
I'm actually surprised AJ Styles even has the guts to come out here.
Uh-oh. Taker pacing in the ring, though. No.
Well, what now?
Okay.
I guess we're going to do this again.
We're going to get AJ Styles music again out here. Yeah, AJ Styles playing some mind games here on the Dead Man.
Well, think of all the nasty and rotten things that AJ Styles has said about The Undertaker. Maybe he's got cold feet.
Okay. No AJ Styles yet.
Hey, Taker!
Oh, there you go.
Taker! Hey! Over here. Hey, man, you looking for this? The contract? Yeah, I have it right here. Yeah, it was me who challenged you to a match on the grandest stage of them all. Yep. But as luck would have it, here we are in the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida, where hundreds of prospects come through this door hoping to be just like you. I mean, we didn't come through the Performance Center. No, we didn't have to. Went straight to the top. But you, sir, are a legend. You are on the Mount Rushmore of WWE superstars. You carried this company on your back. But it's 2020. And you keep interjecting yourself into a world that would rather see you removed from it. I mean, come on. You don't see like Michael Air Jordan interjecting himself into the NBA Finals, do you? No, you don't. No. How about Peyton Manning or Brett Favre? You don't see them interjecting themselves into the Super Bowl. Absolutely. It just doesn't happen.
Nope.
But you can sure as hell bet that the Undertaker is going to interject himself into WrestleMania season. Always. Oh, what a surprise. But again, I think I know whose fault this is. It's your wife's. Oh. Michelle McCool. Oh, Money Michelle is what they're calling her, right? She helps you dust off that crusty old jacket and hat, watches you walk down to the aisle, and embarrass yourself. Undertaker, Mark.
Ooh.
You are a shell of your former self. That flame you once had is totally gone, Mark. Let it go.
Wow, calling him Mark.
And somewhere in this brain, I feel like something should be telling me, like, hey, take it easy, man. Have a little sympathy for the old guy. I can't find it. It's not there. And I'll tell you why. Because not once, but twice, you have stuck your nose in OC business.
That's true.
In the Gauntlet match, Super Showdown, you cost me a victory. You stole that victory. And then an Elimination Chamber, my no disqualification match. I should have seen it coming. You cost me that victory too. Oh, man. You see, at WrestleMania, the lights can go off, but you can't hide. And we know you can't run. So when it's over, when WrestleMania is over. I will gladly pay for your assisted living costs.
Wow.
I mean, I'm kind of doing everyone a favor when I finally have you rest in peace. Got him, right?
Let me sign it. Got him. Let's see here. Here we go.
Name on the dotted line there.
Sign that thing, brother. There it is.
All right, boys. You know what? There's a pin in there. Do me a favor. Take this to the Undertaker.
What?
No.
Come. Hey, you got me, right? You take it down.
I don't
take
want
it to.
I don't want to.
What do you?
I don't want to do that.
What are you scared? You're the toughest man in the building.
No, not tonight.
Yes, you are.
He's bigger than
It's your match.
He's bigger than I am.
You want me to take it?
Yeah. You should take it.
You know what?
It's the right thing to do.
Don't. You know what? Huh? You take it. You take it. Huh? And you go with him.
Okay.
Get back talking me.
Uh-oh.
What a cop-out move from AJ Styles. He's going to send his associates down here to hand the contract
And here
off
comes
to the Undertaker.
Gallows and Anderson. Oh, no. So here's Gallows and here is Anderson. The club. The only club that matters. Everybody get your 2 sweet signs up in the air. Here, we got to get ourselves a little 2 sweet for Carl Anderson, the toughest man in the room. And, of course, Doc Gallows right there. I feel like the OC's about to get sent straight to hell. I feel like this might not go well. Or is AJ going to slide in behind Undertaker? They just slid it in there. Wait, what the hell? The lights just went out. Oh, no. He's behind them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The Undertaker's right behind Gallows and Anderson. The dead man. He's here. And he's gonna go right after Gallows and Anderson, driving them right to the hardest part of the ring. Right hand there to Gallows. Goes right after Anderson. Hits him with an Irish whip right into the steel steps, and down goes Hot Carl. Now some right hands there to Gallows. Over and over and over and over and over again as he punches the face off of Doc. Wait, there's AJ. AJ's pissed. Is AJ gonna come out and try to make the save to Carl Anderson? Carl Anderson driven right into the barricade. Is AJ Styles going to come make a save here tonight? Oh, Undertaker with a boot right to the cranium. Carl, he's got to be hurting, man. But now Gallows being lifted up and sent right into the barricade again. Oh my, everybody. The Undertaker beat down in the empty performance center. This is also known as assault, but still. And Undertaker has signed the contract. Puts it in the mouth of Carl Anderson, too. Oh, boy. As Styles stares a hole right through Undertaker. Cool. The dead man stares right back at Styles in the Titantron. Oh my. What a cool moment. What a cool moment. No way! Yeah! We're getting Rey Mysterio versus Andrade up next. Yo, this is going to be a great match. This is a great match that we're going to get here tonight. Andrade versus Mysterio, classic. These guys are so damn good in the ring together. They're going to put on an incredibly entertaining match for us in just a moment. Yeah, and then we're also going to still get Stone Cold Steve Austin here tonight. So, Monday Night Raw dragging on a little bit. It has been slow. The Royal Rumble made things drag on a lot, but still. People are saying for the 100th time. Yeah, for the 100th time, sure. It's probably more like 6th or 7th time, but still, yeah, they've wrestled quite a bit together in some way, shape, or form since they had those amazing series of matches on SmackDown back in 2019, I think. Might have been even 2018. I can't remember exactly. They had incredible matches on SmackDown. It ended up WWE putting them out there week after week after week in great types of matches. It was very fun for the time being, but you're right. They have wrestled together a lot. However, it has been a little bit... of some time since we've last seen it, so it's not the worst idea to have it happen here tonight. You know that they can wrestle a great match. It's going to be entertaining. They're going to be able to pull some cool spots out, and they're both very, very talented in-ring workers, so it should be fine.
The order was mine.
One night.
One head trauma, loss of consciousness.
Are they going to end the show with Austin, or is he going to be the ref for Lynch and Baszler? Oh my God, I never even thought about that.
And PD, what were you doing there?
Never even thought about Stone Cold Steve Austin being a special guest referee for like a match of Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler. You might be onto something. You might be onto something. Sharing a beer with the man Becky Lynch in the center of the ring. You might be onto something. Yeah, that seems likely. Seems likely. Seems less likely now that WrestleMania is not going to be in front of a live crowd, obviously, but it's still likely. Okay, Fabe, how you doing, buddy? He says, I don't know how to process this day. Honestly, man, it's been a crazy day.
Especially for a pivotal role.
Been a lot. Been a lot, my friend. Been a very draining, long day. But you know what? All I gotta say this. My constant thing that I'm returning to is thank you, WWE, for putting on the show tonight. Thank you, WWE, for putting on Wednesday Night NXT. Thank you, WWE, for putting on Friday Night SmackDown. Thank you, WWE, for still finding a way to air WrestleMania. You know, like, yeah, WrestleMania would be great with a live crowd. I also don't want to wait till June if I didn't have to. I don't want to wait till SummerSlam. I don't want to wait, right? And I'm sure many other fans don't. Like, sure, there's benefits and there's negatives to waiting and to not waiting, obviously. If they put the show off and they have a full crowd, yeah, it's going to make it a bigger deal. It's going to make McIntyre's win and anybody else's win feel like it means a lot more. But at the same time, as somebody earlier in the stream pointed out, is that WWE doesn't really have the luxury right now to wait until July, August for those matches. Because they got to find a way to not only make TV interesting enough while all this is going on, but they got to get off their part-time champions. They got to get off Goldberg. They got to get off Brock Lesnar. These are people that they've got the titles basically on right now to take off of them at WrestleMania. Like, this is the direction that they're going in. They have made these part-timers pop up right here just so that they can get their current superstars over. And they can't run with their champions that long. They can't run. They could run with Brock Lesnar. Okay, I'll give Brock Lesnar the credit, but they can't run with Goldberg that long. Goldberg will kill somebody in that ring. He will kill somebody and then crap on them for not doing a good enough job with Goldberg. Like, that's the type of man Goldberg is going to be, especially in front of no crowd. It's take no prisoners. Nah, gotta get the title off of Goldberg without a doubt. Brock Lesnar's the other one that you could say you could postpone that match between Brock Lesnar and Drew McIntyre until SummerSlam if you wanted to. You could really build it up. However, I think you got to strike while the iron's hot. Got to try to provide some sort of form of entertainment for people when there's nothing going on. WWE sees this opportunity. They have at least the Performance Center to air stuff from. Show must go on, and I got to give WWE all the credit in the world for at least trying to continue to provide some sort of entertainment to us while this is going on. It's you're right, one of the saddest days in wrestling, one of the craziest days in wrestling, but also one of the most optimistic days in wrestling. I don't know about you guys, but I am incredibly optimistic about Wait, Asuka's on commentary, you said? That's weird. Yeah.
Insight, I suppose, on this matchup, one half of the women's tag team champions, Asuka. Asuka, thank you for joining us. Yeah, Asuka will be joining us for this matchup.
Asuka's got a crazy donut. Got a crazy gimmick going on. Bradley Robinette, yes, buddy, thank you. He says, hey, Con, no WWE backstage tomorrow because of the virus. Yes, that is correct there, Bradley Robinette. That is absolutely correct. Yes, Bradley. Okay, one thing there, my friend. I do appreciate you reminding me once or twice. Don't just spam. I donated. I will get around to it once I can. Thank you, buddy. Andrade. But yeah, anyways, I'm very optimistic about WrestleMania simply because it's different. It's very different. Excuse me. Excuse moi. Man, Zelina's looking great, isn't she?
She loves Andrade.
Thank you, everybody. Justin Gentry says, question, Con, I know we talked about Drew's potential run as champ, but how long do you see Roman Reigns' title run going? Hey, XDD Sean, thank you very much. Welcome to Supporter. Thank you very much, my friend. We're going to sing some Sweet Knees here today. Also, Rey Mysterio versus Andrade is going to go down. But here we go, everybody. First time that we are going to be singing Sweet Knees here today. And you know, if you guys don't know how this song goes, well, I'm going to introduce you to it. Because it's a really quite simple song. And it goes a little something like this. So open your ears, open your eyes, and sing along. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Sweet knees are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Woo! Thank you so much, my friend. Welcome to the Green Club.
A couple weeks, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross calling yourself out.
Ray.
Are you guys willing to potentially defend the women's tag team titles against Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross?
What's going to happen for TakeOver Con? As of right now, and I'm actually surprised that this is going on. As of right now, WWE has axed the Hall of Fame ceremony and NXT TakeOver. Completely axed it. Just big old X. Canceling it. I do not believe that they want to set up TakeOver before WrestleMania. Now, why I think that that's the case is because WWE probably wants to make the Performance Center look awesome. They are probably going to have part of WrestleMania set in Orlando. They're probably going to redesign the Performance Center to look like it's WrestleMania. And so as a result, that is why I think that TakeOver is not going to be held. Isn't TakeOver a week before WrestleMania? No, my friend. TakeOver was supposed to run on April 4th. Yeah, it was supposed to run on April 4th. So yeah, unfortunately, that's not the case here. The day before, yes.
Lease now from $249.
Isaac Boateng says, Conman, I have a quick question. Well, my friend, ask away. Ask away, my friend. Any questions I will try to answer for you guys here today. Good news is I get to spend WrestleMania with the CMU. Hell yeah, you do, my friend. Jordy Griffin says, I don't think anybody watching WrestleMania this way. I don't think anybody is watching WrestleMania this way. I'm gonna. Guys, let me honestly hear you. Say me or not me if you're watching WrestleMania this year with it being held from the Performance Center. Be honest, you know, if it's not your type of show, it's not your type of show. Personally, I'm excited for it.
Nespresso Virtual.
Me or not me?
At the touch of a button, unique technology for exceptional coffee.
Look at this. Look at the me's. Look at the me's. All over there, everybody. I just realized I'm pointing to the wrong side of the screen. Look at all the me's over there. Look at all the me's. There are some not me's, but there's a lot of me's. Runner Zed says, me, but I won't be nearly as engaged without a crowd. I understand that as well, my friend. I think that's going to be most of us, right? We aren't going to be nearly as engaged in WrestleMania. It's not going to have that WrestleMania feel, but it's still going to be fun. I think the matches are going to be able to suck us in. You know what? I think we're going to be fine. You can't have WrestleMania without an audience, just through social media and live streaming. Why not, though? Why not? Honestly, I think it could work. It might not be great, but I think it could work. Honestly, Conman, why didn't WWE just cancel WrestleMania? Oh my god, how many times have I answered this? Not to seem like I'm getting upset at you. I'm not. Just this is a big topic here today. I mean, it's WWE's biggest event, but I don't think it's worth it because of the corona. So, the big thing that I got to keep bringing us back to, everybody, is that WWE is going on ahead, pushing these shows forward without a live audience to entertain us, to give us something to watch, give us something to take our mind off things, be a distraction in this world when we need distractions. You guys, it's kind of scary to say, but like, we are not going to be leaving our houses for a while, right? We're not going to be going out. We're not going to be watching NHL, MLB, NBA, XFL on TV. We got nothing.
Not suitable for everyone. Viewer discretion is advised.
We got WWE, and at the end of the day, if WWE is still able to provide us entertainment for 3 hours, 5 hours, whatever it may be, if it's just moderate entertainment to mild entertainment, I'm still going to watch. I still think it's the right call. I think it's the right call, guys. I really do. I think it's, So, Pickle, with that logic right there, because let me take your guys' logic. This is to everybody who is saying Vince McMahon is only running this because of the money. Pickle says, wow, Conman. Vince doesn't want to entertain. He just wants the money. LOL. And I'm going to sit there and say that is an absolutely false statement, because WWE, if they just wanted the money, they would postpone WrestleMania so that they could sell out 80,000 seats again. No, that's not the case. They are losing a big payday by having WrestleMania in front of 0 fans. Big payday lost. It is without a shred of doubt in my mind. WWE is putting this on to be a distraction for people. They literally even started SmackDown by saying, let us be a distraction for you. Let us entertain you for the next couple of hours. Let us just take you away from what's going on and put you into our world. That's all it is. That's all wrestling has ever been about, is just being that momentary distraction for us, to take our minds off real world stuff. And it morphed into this thing that we all really care about. But at the end of the day, that's what wrestling is. It's a distraction for us. It's a, yes, it's a way of life, for a lot of people, but it's a distraction. It's entertainment for us. And if Vince McMahon chooses to run WrestleMania without 80,000 people in the arena, he is losing out on 80,000 ticket sales. They are losing so much money based off of that. It has nothing to do with Vince McMahon wanting to make money. It has everything to do with the WWE performers, the WWE staff, and everybody involved in the WWE trying to put on an entertaining show and be that light in a dark time. That's what it is. Here's Mysterio all the way up off the 619. Rey with a beautiful splash. Down goes Andrade. Count of 2. It's over. Big time win for Rey Mysterio. Thomas Bernicetti, I guess, says, I'm a baby. How? How am I a baby? I'm 25 years old talking about a very real thing going on in the world. I hope that wasn't directed towards me. Not sure what's going on. Gamers Corners Universe says, WWE is doing the right thing with the virus. You cannot take any chances. Absolutely, my friend. Yes, you do, Kevin Langloff. You got to get that refund going on. And then Ashton says, at least there's a crowd for the Conman Universe plus Conmania. There he is, buddy. Just like 9/11. There you go. I mean, WWE was the first show, basically, to air after 9/11. It was a distraction then from everything going on and reaffirming the faith of the people, of the American people, right? Now you just need something for us to be a distraction while this is going on. WWE, thank you for putting these shows on still. Thank you for, seriously, entertaining us. Also, everybody, let's go over to Twitter for a little bit, because I do want to bring up something that was said by Shayna Baszler on Twitter. So Shayna says,
right now this elimination chamber is owned by Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler. Here it is. So Shayna Baszler earlier, folks, tweeted out, "My first WrestleMania moment will be perfect. No one in the arena to dampen the sound of tendons ripping and bones cracking and snapping as I become the Raw Women's Champion and usher in a new era. Hashtag reality, hashtag crank, rip, tear." Wow. Talk about a tweet.
I just wrecked every other competitor
Insane,
in the
everybody.
elimination chamber to send a direct message to Becky Lynch. So Becky, look at me when I'm talking to you. I am going to take the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it, bitch.
Shayna Baszler's performance inside the elimination chamber is unprecedented, being the only winner in the history of the match to eliminate the entire field by
Thomas okay, so the person has got an issue with me. He says, "Why do you even do this? You seriously just like the sound of your own voice." Oh, why do I do this, my friend? Why do I do this? So I love talking to people about wrestling. I love interacting with my community. I've been doing it for 7.5 years, so I love actually creating content. I started as a Minecraft channel, morphed into wrestling content because I love wrestling. Once again, I love talking about wrestling. I love constantly being involved with the wrestling community that we have built up from the ground up. Our Discord community continues to be great, so I continue to get back to this community. And again, I do this to entertain people. It has absolutely nothing to do with me liking the sound of my own voice, but it is pretty sexy, so thank you for pointing that out. I do appreciate your kind words, but now I'm going to move on from you in the live chat because, like I mentioned earlier, I truly don't want to deal with people that are just assholes, and you, my friend, are an asshole. So, bye-bye. That is going to be a block. Right about... now, there you go. Get blocked on this channel. Bye-bye, you big baby. All right. So, Becky Lynch is starting to get boring, says Tyler Crawford. We've heard that for about the last 6 months from a lot of people. I know a lot of people are turning on Becky Lynch, and that's okay. She's not everybody's cup of tea. I personally still like the stuff that she's doing.
Right now, get up to $11,000 total value on this F-150. Get the truck that's...
Don't you think WrestleMania should be aired for free so the fans can calm down because of the virus? Yeah, you can make a very good argument that WrestleMania should be for free, or not should be, but you could make the argument that WWE could consider airing it for free, right?
Our sponsored job postings can expand your post visibility, connecting you with even more quality candidates. Talk about increasing your chances of success. Go to Indeed.com/grow today.
Watch Nia Jax
Post a new job for
return.
free and get a $50 credit towards a sponsored job posting.
The all-new QGG Autos. With instant price analysis, it's car shopping that handles like a...
I like Becky, but she needs to stop acting like Austin/McGregor. It's obvious she's forcing it, and it's cringe. See, here's the thing, guys. Speaking from one person who's cringe to another, like Becky Lynch, cringe is very subjective. Right? Cringe is very subjective. People can say that she's cringe, but that just means that you're not a fan of her persona or whatever. To me, I think it is incredibly entertaining watching Becky Lynch do these ridiculous things. She is the face of the women's division. Why not? Why not build her up to be a great star? You guys got to remember this, that WWE is completely fabricated, right? What you see in that ring is entirely scripted, and I hate to be the breaker of bad news to you guys if you didn't know that, but that is the case. And Becky Lynch can be any character that WWE wants her to be, but if she has this chance to be this outlandish, over-the-top, great character, well, why not let it lean in? Why not take risks with it? Why not float ideas to come out with this truck, come out with a big crown on your head, come out with this? I mean, how many people do you think said that the milk segment with Kurt Angle was cringe, where he sprayed Austin with a milk truck? How many people do you think said the beer truck thing was cringe when Austin sprayed McMahon with it? It's all subjective, right? All entirely subjective. And, you know, if you don't like it, you don't like it. If you do, you do, and I like it.
I'm gonna hold on to you, you're gonna hold on to me, and we're gonna do this together.
Yeah, I agree there, Steve Taylor.
Tuesday, March 24th.
Do you think WWE should take a break to get the superstars training, and they have a chance to spend time with their family? Then WWE will return a week before Mania. No, you got stories to build if they're going to be going ahead with WrestleMania. Pickle, right now, no WWE superstar is forced to be here, okay? No superstar is forced to be here. As was stated earlier in the stream, somebody pointed out that WWE is not forcing talent to arrive if they are uncomfortable with their with everything going on. So if they wanted to stay home and be at home for tonight, they could have. They're making moves slowly to add pyro, I see. Yeah, this is going to be a slow transformation of the Performance Center over the next while. It's going to be cool to see take place, isn't it?
Becky Lynch at WrestleMania defends her Raw Women's Championship against Shayna Baszler, whose unprecedented achievement of being the only victor in the history of the Elimination Chamber to eliminate the entire field by themselves earned her the title opportunity against the man on the grandest stage of them all.
Here's Becky Lynch.
This one's for you, because I know you're watching. I know you're listening. I know you're lasered in on me. Because my mere existence drives you crazy. Because as long as I'm holding this, nothing in your world makes sense, does it? Because you have been taught, you have been trained that you can just bully your way to the top. You did it in NXT for 2 straight years. But then you see on Raw, you see this loud, ginger, absolute legend of an Irish woman, and it just makes you question the whole natural order of things. See, as long as I am the champ, your whole world is a lie. Wow. Now, let me explain this in terms that an animal scumbag like you can understand. See, I'm the one that was hunted and got tired of being hunted. I'm the prey that killed its predator, Shayna. So don't make the same mistake that all the rest of them did. Every word, every action, every tweet, every interview, it's all designed to make you think exactly what I want you to think of me. So you can walk around with your little mouth guard and your cold, dead eyes, all you like. And you can cut through the rest of the division, but you know I'm a whole different proposition, and it enrages you and all your little buddies. But I want you to do something that you never do, Shayna. I want you to think. And I want you to think of how it's going to feel when I beat you. Because I watched you demolish the entire division at Elimination Chamber, and it woke me up to a little bit of reality. But at WrestleMania, I'm going to prove that your whole life is a lie, and it's going to hit you like a truck.
Wow.
The man is here.
There's no question.
Great promo. Great promo, everybody.
Shayna Baszler, she will do her homework, but is Becky Lynch prepared for the exam at WrestleMania?
It is a little weird that they are set up on the other side, isn't it?
The cage fighter rethinking things for WrestleMania.
She's thinking about Becky Lynch, all right.
Well, tonight we celebrate March 16th, 316 Day. We celebrate the
But coming up next, everybody, it's gonna be Austin 316. Give me a hell yeah. Give me a hell yeah.
I can't wait to get out of here.
316 Day, baby. Why do people use the term performers or performing? They are wrestlers and they wrestle. No, they do more than that. They perform. They perform for us, right? No, it's absolutely a performance. Yes, they wrestle, and part of the job is wrestling. Jaden Purifoy, thank you very much for subscribing. Yes, absolutely part of the job is wrestling, but also the majority of the job is absolutely performing. You're performing for people. You're performing for the audience. You're cutting promos. You are making segments. You're acting. You are performing. That's why we call them performers. Because they're more than just wrestlers. They're performers. They're superstars. They're WWE talented superstars. That's what they are. It's performing. Do I have anything you wanted to do, but unfortunately got canceled due to the coronavirus? Anything truly. I mean, obviously I work a lot of hours, so it's kind of affected the job part of my life. In terms of actual things that I wanted to do, yeah, there are some things that I've had to obviously not do anymore. I play hockey, you know, on Sundays. Every Sunday that I don't stream a pay-per-view on WWE, I play hockey. And unfortunately, the last 3 games of the season are all done. They're canceled. They're out. So, yeah, unfortunately, I lose the last 3 weeks of hockey, which kind of sucks for me, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Not much I can do about it, right?
If you're among the 65%
I'm calling it. I think Bray Wyatt will win the 2021 Royal Rumble and face a heel Roman at Mania. I think it might happen because I called the last 3 winners. Well, there you go, man. There you go. You might be calling it from a far, far ways out, but hey, if it works for you, it works for you. Once again, though, everybody, if you are enjoying the show, please make sure you leave a like on this video. Also, making sure you are subscribed to the channel. I'd love to see your name pop up there on the top left-hand corner. Skeet McSpanky's asking me, Conman, is this AEW this Wednesday, or is it canceled? I actually need to Google that. Let me take a look here, because I have not really looked at AEW yet. Dynamite canceled, or is it going to be postponed? So you have a clear view of today. AEW continued its dominance. Oh my god, I can't believe this article started with that. Let's go from Forbes.com. Listen to how this stupid article starts right here. And this is not a way to present this thing. This literally was oh my god, what a stupid start to an article. I'm sorry. Forbes.com. Who is this writer? Alfred Kwanwa, something like that. Anyways, this is how the article starts. AEW continued its dominance over WWE NXT amid increasing concerns of the novel coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic that has now affected all wrestling promotions, including next week's now canceled broadcast of Dynamite from Rochester, New York.
The Ford F-150 will tow up to
continued its dominance? Continued its dominance? Via announcing coronavirus? What are you smoking there, bud? I'm not going to even continue to read your article because that was poorly written at the start. That sucked. That sucked. My God. Let's try this again here. Let's get a little bit better of information from WrestlingInc.com. This means that next Wednesday's AEW Dynamite show from Blue Cross Arena in Rochester, New York will not go on as scheduled. As noted earlier, there was a makeup date of July 8th that was floating around earlier, and that the new date for AEW in Rochester. There is no word on where next week's AEW Dynamite will take place, but the company is expected to issue a statement soon. Well, that doesn't really help either. Hang on.
This program is aggressive in nature. It may contain themes that
okay, so apparently I need a lot more research to
discretion is advised.
To do here. I need something a little more up to date. I legit don't know, guys, if AEW is running ahead as well. It won't be running ahead as planned, that's for sure. 7
years of this brand, and for the first time ever taking place here at the WWE Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. And for other
wow, look at this, folks. From Beth Phoenix saying, FYI, had to drive 17 hours. Let me try to read this again. FYI, Edge had to drive 17 hours total to deliver his words on Raw after travel problems. Grit, last man standing. The dude drove 17 hours. Wow. Wow.
Another turn as Ripley went to Charlotte Flair's turf on Raw.
Cena's new merch, Rise Above Corona. That sucks, Paul Carpenter. That does, buddy. That does suck. Real quickly here, though, everybody, if you have not done so, please make sure you leave a like on this video. Also, making sure you are subscribed to the channel. Appreciate your guys' support for being here tonight. Tabitha Rivera says, Conman, you know how Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle did real wrestling? Me and my brother do the sport, and our tournament was canceled. Oh, that sucks. My friend, that does suck. I feel bad for you. I think AEW moved to Jacksonville. Okay, I heard about that as well, but I wasn't for sure. I didn't want to say that out loud and confuse some people. So is that actually the case, folks? Is AEW still taking place this Wednesday in front of no crowd? Just from Jacksonville, their home turf or whatever it is? Dark Venom says, you're going to watch WrestleMania no matter how it happens anyway. Yeah, I've been saying this entire time that I'm quite excited about WrestleMania. I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be different for sure, but it's going to be fun.
Is the Nightmare Rhea Ripley prepared for what Charlotte Flair could bring at WrestleMania? After both these superstars have
There's going to be no more crowd, says the Pickle.
it all comes down to the
AEW cannot do it at Jag Stadium. Well, they can't hold any fans, but they could do an empty arena. I just actually don't know. Yes, from Jacksonville. Is it an empty arena show in Jacksonville, folks, for AEW? Yes, closed set in Jacksonville. There you go. There's our answer, folks. Here's Charlie Caruso.
Kevin Owens.
And Kevin Owens.
Kevin, a few weeks ago, Seth Rollins challenged you to a one-on-one match anytime, any place. So have you given any thought to where you want this match to happen?
I have. Do you actually mind if I just take the microphone? Thank you. Seth, I know you're watching. I know you've been waiting for an answer for a while, so let me give it directly to you.
Hey, WWE Show 167. No, that's not the case. Let me turn down Kevin Owens for a second right here. That is not the case. Go watch my reaction to the end of Hell in a Cell, you dumb F.
But after today's announcement, I have my answer. It's going to happen at the Performance Center. You know why? Because I think there's no better place. I mean it. Because for months now, you've had the advantage. You've had your goons, your disciples, whatever you want to call them. You've gotten the best of me more times than I can count. But when you and I get in the ring together here, I have the home field advantage. Because, Seth, you never spent time at the Performance Center, but I started my WWE career right here. This is where I went through the hardest experience of my career when I had my WWE tryout.
Wow.
You know, prior to that tryout, I heard so many times from so many people that I don't belong in WWE. I'm not a guy for WWE. That's just not me. I'm not going to make it there. And one of the people I heard that from was you.
Wow.
You said it before my tryout. You said it after I got signed. In fact, you said it to me just a few months ago.
Jesus.
You know, I made so many memories within these walls. I met people I consider like brothers. I met people that were so influential to my career that I will always and forever consider them mentors and never forget them. When you and I face each other right here, I will add one more memory to that list when I beat you in the middle of the ring in the same building where I earned my place in WWE. And I'm going to do it at WrestleMania.
Some mighty tall words there.
Oh, this is too much fun leaning into this crap bag of a human being, WWE Show 167. Says it's official, Conman is a WWE shill. He'd agree to anything WWE do. Up the ass. FYI, if he'd agree with the Hell in a Cell ending, he would have been exposed even more. Oh, yeah, because you know me. First of all, fuck off, grow up, get out of here. Nobody's enjoying what you're doing here tonight. Second of all, no, that is not the case at all. I openly criticize WWE about a lot of things. I also openly praise them when they're right. Difference is, I'm not an idiot and can choose to see when they are right, when they are doing things that are good, when they're things that are more important than whatever shitty thing is going on in your life. When there's literally things more important going on in the world, like the coronavirus, all you need is a distraction. You fucktwat. Like, oh my god. All people need is a distraction during this time, and that is what WWE is providing. There should be zero ill words towards WWE when they're doing this. There should be zero ill words. None.
Well, it's what we've been waiting for. WWE Hall of Famer.
These kind of people will never be in my social network. Rubber clits. You know what, my friend? I do struggle sometimes, but at the same time, this twat here has been bashing me all stream. You know what? I can only deal with so much there. It's nice to kind of throw some shit back at them, you know, when they get on your skin. I know that they're twats and they're just trolls and they're trying to get a reaction or whatever, and they got it. I hope it was worth it because it was fun for me to put them in their stupid place. All right. Here we go. Let's keep talking. What would you guys like to talk about for the last few minutes? We're gonna have Stone Cold here coming around very, very shortly.
Thursdays at 10. Only in FX and FX Now.
The new jalapeno cheesy bites.
AEW bested NXT every week in the ratings. Oh yes, they're winning. I agree. Like, you know what? AEW is beating NXT in the ratings every single week, and that is, you know what? Good for AEW. I am extremely happy that AEW has been this successful. I'm also extremely happy that NXT has just been almost as successful as AEW. My bad. Almost. Not quite, obviously, but it is slowly moving along, and Wednesday nights are making wrestling must-see again. It still has that weird feel from Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown, but Wednesdays, I'm gonna tell you right now, they are the best day to watch wrestling, and they're the best two wrestling shows on the planet today. There is no question in my mind that NXT and AEW are both incredible wrestling shows. Last week's NXT proved that last week's NXT blew AEW out of the water. I don't care what ratings say with that one. NXT was a far and away better show than AEW last week. Most of the time, though, we can't say that guaranteed. Most of the time, it's AEW is right there. It's even better sometimes than NXT, depending on the way that you look at it. Right? So anyways, AEW and NXT has made Wednesday nights must-see wrestling again, and it's just so much fun that we have it.
The 2020 Subaru Forester for all life's rallies.
Can't wait for Dream to pun. Intendant realizes Dream and become the NXT champion. Gotcha.
It's a nail fungus infection.
What will happen with TakeOver? I believe right now TakeOver is straight up axed. There will not be an NXT TakeOver, but I could very well be wrong.
It's nothing. It's an infection. You have to treat it. You need a prescription.
Exactly. Like Jimmy's Psychotic Anarchy. I'm not planning on calling out every single idiot in the live chat. I mean, there's too many sometimes. But I'm also not going to sit there and take crap the entire stream. You know, I'm pretty good at taking them on a one-off here and there, an odd comment here and there. Oh boy, but if you're going to create 5, 6, 7 accounts and you're going to show the entire world how lame of a person you are and how sad of an individual that you are and how much attention that you truly crave, that you have to come back here into a live stream that you've already been annexed from, to create another account, to push some more hate out there, to get banned again, to go back and create another account and be a sad individual. You know, that's the part that is, when you see that happen and you see it happen over and 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 over again, you're kind of like, okay, enough's enough, you fucktwat, get out of here. Right? That's essentially it. And it becomes a lot. If Stone Cold could have one more match, who should it be against? I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna CM Punk. If they could have one more match, a Stone Cold versus CM Punk match is the match. That's the match. That's the one. The promos, everything about it would be perfect. If he has one more match in him, I would love CM Punk versus him versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. But that's never gonna happen. We know that. Oh, hell yeah! Coming out to no pop for the first time in his career.
The greatest of all time, the Texas Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Literally announced as the greatest of all time. Stone Cold Give me a hell yeah. Hell yeah. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. 316 Day, everybody. We're going to get more beers. Oh, Stone Cold can't even catch a beer. No. Boom. Oh, there it is. Boom. Oh, Texas Rattlesnake drops right back, takes a bump, and spits all the beer out. Hell yeah. Come on, chat. Give me a bigger hell yeah. Here's Stone Cold.
I blew myself up on my entrance. It's good to be here tonight. It's an empty building, but I'm glad to be coming through your television screen wherever you are. I'm about to come out here. I'm already out here and make a declaration. I want to declare that from here on out, the 16th day of March is a national holiday.
All right.
All right.
If you want to know what 316 Day is all about, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I said, if you want to know what 316 Day is all about, give me a hell yeah. Hell yeah. What?
What?
I said, hell yeah.
What?
Thank you for the enthusiasm, Byron. I appreciate that very much. Here's what 316 Day is all about. 316 Day is when someone gives you a load of crap, you give it back to them by simply giving them a certain hand gesture with one finger.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Byron, have we decided to join in? Are you rating me? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Thank you very much for the participation.
Oh, my gosh.
316 Day is U-K-O-A-E-K-E-I-U-E.
What?
Card was upside down. 316 Day is a day when you can open up a can of whoop ass on anybody you want.
Oh.
Byron, a 6?
A 6?
Opening up a can of whoop ass on anybody you want, and you want to give that a 6.
Okay, Byron is hilarious, by the way.
Tough crowd. Ain't nobody here that's a tough crowd. 316 Day is where the speed limit is only a suggestion. 10. You give me 10 on that one. I like it, Byron. Thank you very much. Judge is getting a little easier. I just threw away 3 of my cards. 316 Day is a day when you don't give a damn, and happy hour is 24 hours long, and if you burp, it's considered poetry.
Oh,
all right.
Somebody hand me them cards. A 9?
Yeah.
I dig it. Poetry. Shakespearean almost. $316 Day is when your boss works for you.
Yeah.
Oh.
A 7?
Well,
yeah.
Your boss is working for you, and you want to give it a 7? Think about it, Byron.
Sorry.
Reconsider, okay? Tough crowd. 316 Day is when you can have beer instead of your morning coffee.
Hey, there you go. That's a 10. Oh, Byron. That's a 10.
Come on, Byron. Tough ass crowd here. 316 is a day when 4-letter words are always acceptable.
There you go.
What?
Byron, let me repeat that. 316 is a day when 4-letter words are always acceptable. Would you reconsider your score? You sticking with the 5?
Uh-oh.
Tough crowd. Basically, 316 Day is a day when you can whip anybody's ass and get away with it, and that's the bottom line. Byron, You've been so helpful during
Here we go.
this time. Would you like to come down
Yeah,
and celebrate
here we go.
316 Day with me?
Let's get a stunner to Byron Saxton.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, Saxton's going to rush down to the ring.
Hit me.
Oh, my God. Yeah, here we go. Byron's about to get
I
stunned.
think Byron forgot to pay his brain bill today or something. You know
Oh, Byron.
What's that?
Don't be
Here
an
he
idiot,
comes,
man.
yeah.
Give me a
How
hell yeah
fast
if you want to
is
see
that?
Byron Saxton
Hold on,
stunned.
Ralph Lauren.
Uh-oh.
Got a salmon-colored tie on.
Oh,
Red socks.
boy.
I got to give me some of those red socks.
Oh, it's going to happen.
How you doing today? Good to see you. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate
Shakes his
the help.
hand.
You doing okay?
I'm doing awesome.
I really appreciate your work. And I appreciate you joining me here. I appreciate you scoring. You was a little tough on some of them. That was BS. Could have been a little easier. You think?
Just trying to be honest. But you know I love you. You know I love
I know you love me. I love you too. But that's about as far as we're going to take it. Byron, I appreciate all the depth and levels of fabric that you brought to the broadcast tonight. So I would like to pose
Come
a
on.
toast to you.
Stun him, man.
Byron, here's to you. 100% pure, unadulterated jackass.
Oh, no. Uh-oh. Saxton downing the beer. Austin downing the beer. Oh, no. Stunner. There we go. Oh, that's the great way to end it. Byron Saxton gets stunned right out of his red socks and pink tie. There you go, folks. That's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold said so. Oh, that was fun, folks. That's a fun end to Monday Night Raw right there. Whoa, here comes Becky. Becky? This is cool, okay? I wanted to see Becky Lynch share the ring with Stone Cold here. Becky's got another cooler here. What is Becky gonna do? Gets in the ring, steps right over top of Byron. Has the Stone Cold Steve Austin. No way. I hope Becky stuns Austin. Can you imagine if she does?
Last time I had you in a ring, you hit me with a Stone Cold Stunner. Absolutely you did.
Uh-oh.
Becky, this is honest straight up. This is in celebration of 316 Day. You on my side or what?
I would respect the honor of 316 Day, Steve, of course. Of course, I'm just here for some Steve Wise.
With that being said, cheers, Becky.
Uh-oh. Becky
this is great.
downing the beer
man
right
of the
there.
Texas Rattlesnake.
And Becky, she gonna spit it right at Byron Saxton? I don't believe so.
Yeah, he does, King.
Becky downing those beers. 316 Day, is this gonna be, are we gonna see a stunner for Austin? Oh, Austin, never trust a rattlesnake. Is he gonna stun Becky? Probably not, right? Is Byron gonna get stunned another time? Oh, right into the cameras. There's the beer bath. Becky downing more beers. Oh, Byron slowly back up to his feet. Pulls him back to the center of the ring. Byron selling the crap out of this. Dumps beer all over Byron. And stunner! Woo! That was fun. You know what? For what it was fun, ladies and gentlemen. That was fun, everybody. Okay. You know what, everybody? So, whether you enjoyed the show or not, I want everybody to just take a moment here and realize what just happened. We sat here for 3 hours, distracted from the world around us, formed a sense of community. We talked about wrestling. We laughed about wrestling. We fought about wrestling. We were just wrestling fans for the last 3 hours. That is what wrestling is all about. That is why we watch this show. It is not to pick apart every little thing. It is to distract ourselves from the world around us and give us something to look forward to every single week. WWE, thank you for continuing to put on your shows. I know you didn't have to. I know you are losing money during this situation. I know all the performers are losing money during this situation. Thank you so much, WWE, for continuing to try to put on a good show for all of us. Even if you didn't enjoy it, thank you for putting on a show tonight. That is going to be it, though, for me, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. If you have not done so, make sure you leave a like on this video. Also, making sure you are subscribed to the channel. But that is going to be it for me today, everybody. I really don't have much else to talk about. We've been talking about wrestling for the last 3 hours, so that is going to be the end of the live stream. Thank you so very much for watching, everybody. We will be back, I believe, tomorrow. I don't know necessarily how the format's going to work tomorrow. I will let you guys know over on Twitter. So hit up my Twitter at twitter.com/Conman167. And that is going to be it. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Come on over to our Discord as well if you want to keep the conversation going. Links down in the description below. But I will see you guys tomorrow for potentially NWA Power. I don't really know what's going on. Like I said, come on over to Twitter and I'll let you know tomorrow. That's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Con, and that was Monday Night Raw.